Hello and welcome to Fabled 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. Welcome! You're back. We're back. We're here. We did it. My name's Colin, Family Fantasy RPG. I am the dungeon master for this campaign. I also write D&D 5e games for kids. This campaign is also brought to you in sense by Wildspire Miniatures because this world we're playing in is kind of part of their thing. So, welcome, and let's introduce some players. Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I am playing one of the characters in this campaign, and you can find me on social media at sotired_send help.
You're not even gonna say your name? Like you just don't want them to even know anything at all. One of the characters.
One of the you'll have to wait and find out.
Okay.
It's a teaser.
Nice. Nicely.
John.
Hi, my name is John. I play Lupin. I don't have socials yet. I might. Maybe I won't though. Maybe the running gag was I'll never have socials to advertise ever. Well, who knows? Maybe. I am also part of this game.
Cool. Why don't y'all all make sure that you mention that you are in fact part of this game? So go ahead, Chelsea.
I mean, maybe it's not obvious enough. Maybe it isn't.
Chelsea.
Unique New York.
Unique New York.
I'm Chelsea. I am also in this game. I'm playing Shay, a bard, and very excited to get started.
Easy peasy. Cherie.
Hi, my name is Cherie. My socials are Cherie Ramon, ChereeRamon, and I am playing Calliope in this campaign, who is a barbarian.
And you're a player in this game.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Yeah, you're playing
this game. Just tonight, and maybe the other nights too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stacks.
Hi, everybody. I am Stacks, also known as Judge DM on all the socials. I am playing Envy, the Volpone. I can't pronounce the word. He's a fox guy.
That works.
Volpinol. And I might be part of this game, at least for now, until Colin gets tired of mine.
Never. All right, guys, we're going to run through some quick sponsors, and then we're going to play a video, and then we're going to get started. So, I'm not first. I'm not first.
Am I first? I think I'm first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
All right. We like to have a special thank you to our longtime sponsor, Griffin Co. All the 3D printed terrains on our shows is brought to you by them. So you can use the promo code FABLE42 for 22% off your purchase. Griffin Co.
I don't know all of these commands, but I will find them. Maybe there's one. Okay, cool. Next.
Underground Oracle! Check them out if you need any sort of 5th edition resources for either DMing or playing.
Sounds good.
Also, Nine Realms Gaming. They make these beautiful custom-made dice sets, rolls, towers. This is the dice holder with the logo. Beautiful customized stuff. They even make DM screens. You can also get 10% off your next order if you use the code FABLED42. So head on over to ninerealmsgaming.com. Check them out.
Great. Up next, we have Critical Dice. Special thanks to our sponsor, Critical Dice. Please go ahead and enter !critical in the Twitch chat to enter in the first giveaway of the night, and we will call a winner after break. Then stick around after break, and you can enter a second time, and so you will be able to win possibly two prizes by the end of the night. Please note that our giveaways are for US and Canada only, excluding Quebec because of their giveaway laws. Please support the channel by clicking the link below for 20% off of all non-subscription items at Critical Dice.
Nice. And also, don't forget to swing by on Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific to watch the latest exciting episode of Duke City Chronicles, our Monster of the Week campaign here on the Fable 42, DM'd DM game mastered by Jason Russell of Critical Dice, as Ashley just said. He plays our keeper on there. And also come by Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific for Crypt Creatures, our horror campaign DM by MZ Dusty. We pride ourselves on bringing a wide range of quality storytelling to those eager to join us for the adventure, and we are glad that y'all are here today to witness it.
Cool. And guess what? If you got to run or bounce and you miss something, you can catch our videos on YouTube. They come out Friday, 6 a.m. Sure enough, it was. I checked it. It was 6 a.m. The Friday after the episode. So just 2 days. 2 days, and it's there. As well as any other Fabled 42 shows. Go subscribe to our YouTube today so you don't miss out. And then finally, subscribe. Speaking of subscribers, Twitch subscribers do have a perk where they can give 1 luck and inspiration to the players or me to give someone a leg up on their journey. So that's it. We're ready. We're gonna play our video. We're gonna play our video, and then we'll be right back, and we're gonna get right into this thing. So thank you guys for joining, and we'll be right back.
Solon, a world caught just outside the blessed fields of Elysium. Home to the migrated Gardenals, celestial animal kin searching for adventure. The Sun Guard are the protectors of this realm, standing against the forces of evil that seek to disrupt a lasting peace. It has been over 100 years since Bell's dark invasion faltered at Boiler Bay. In the north, Pelor's warming glow bestows prosperity to the nations of light. But in the south, a new story unfolds.
Hi, we're back. Okay, I had to get up real quick because I just forgot dice. You know, I don't need dice. I'm the DM, right? Oh, this tower busted it up. So come back. How did I do such a thing? Well, no tower, just dice. Okay, so previously on our premiere episode of Heroes of Solon, we opened up into Gorespire Keep, a city on the northern coast of Lonalome, the continent. The sun was rising to a new day, a interesting festival-type atmosphere as our heroes woke up or entered the town, making their way to Enron's Keep, the courtyard, where briefly Ulcerin Havish, the leader of the fated Githyanki, addressed the crowd. A monologue speech filled with hopeful thoughts and promises for the future, such as accolade to those who showed up today to apply for this position. Which, as everyone was quick to realize there were way too many people for, so he quickly announced the change of theme of the event to a chase or tryout, which everyone was told that there are 10 spots open at Shar's Tower for the finalists of this chase. At go, people kind of hesitated. There was some tense moments, but some people did get a jump. Started out, Lupin, down on all fours, managed to jump ahead of the pack, with Calliope pretty close behind, and everyone else eventually following suit. So let me get some music. And, guys, why don't you go ahead and roll me some initiative?
First initiative of the campaign.
First initiative. I'm going to try to fix my dice tower while you do
Dice.
On dice. Good to me. Good to me.
Yeah.
I just don't even know what I did. Oh well, it'll still work. Okay, let's go in order. Oh, you already did it for me. Calliope.
I did.
Oh, yes. Calliope got 23.
23.
Whoa,
Envy.
Yes.
Boom.
Always
Nat-
alert, baby.
Nat 20 for 24.
Oh!
Oh, you
Vesta.
grossed me out.
You
Stop with that.
gross me out. Vesta.
wow. 16. I was really excited about my 16
Yeah, no,
until other people went.
You should. You should feel good about the 16. I'm sorry it didn't really do much more for you. Chelsea, which I still haven't updated your name in here. Oops.
I'm so excited about my 10.
10. Look, you feel confident, you know? I don't know why, but you do.
No.
All right, hey, Envy, it's your turn. Go ahead and remind everyone. Oh, we have some inspo to give out. Inspo to Shay and luck to Envy.
Thank you.
Yay!
All right, remind everyone what you did last turn. I kind of know what you did. I see the icon.
So last turn, all Envy did was, he looked at his friend from the tavern, and he distance spelled a guidance cantrip her way so that she had guidance. And then he just began to like happily move with the crowd, probably getting like trampled.
Well, yes, you're now at the precipice where you're standing. You realize you did get a jump in the crowd. Again, you guys did kind of notice that not everyone has started moving in this direction. You notice that there is a good contingent of these people that just aren't up for this. But there is still a good amount of people that have started running. And yes, if you were to stay where you are, you would probably get trampled. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to move. 5. I guess let's do something. 5, 2, 3, like over here,
Okay.
and do I just? What do I see? Do I just see a couple of people in front of me? Like
You do
3,
see a
4?
couple of people in front of you, but you guys, it's perfectly enough daylight. It appears that during some time while you were at the festival in the courtyard, oops, that's not going to get it all, but let's go all the way down here, reveal some of that to you. Someone has set up some barricades in the road.
So I will use my action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then like run right up next to this like lioness female to my left and just like wave and just like run.
Sure, yeah. You guys, again, you're taking the lead. You're leaving most everyone behind. You do kind of pass this stork, this tall, stork-appearing fellow that he was running, but he kind of slowed up a little bit to take full glimpse of his surroundings. But it looks like he's set to again run again. Anything else?
You know what? I'm just gonna wait right there.
Sure. Calliope, as you got a good jump too, you kind of, if I remember right, you've made your way this way, kind of following Lupin in front of you, a mad dash. You get to this point, you kind of pull up for a second, and you hear some steps behind you, and you look back and you see this friendly-looking fox fellow give you a little bit of a wave.
I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna wink, and I'm gonna look back at the barrier. What does the barrier look like? What's it look like it's made of?
They are boxes and crates and barrels, mostly wood. They do have some rope tied to them, though. They're not freestanding. It looks like someone did at least kind of throw some tight ropes around to keep them as big, solid structures.
Are there any buildings next to the barrier that I could perhaps run up on to like climb up on?
So yeah, you do see these buildings that line this street are bigger buildings. Most of them being 2 or 3 stories. Some of them still 1 story. But yes, you do think that there might be spots to. Now the distance between some of the buildings, you don't know the landscape enough to know that there will always be a good way to the next structure. But go ahead and give me a perception check.
I wanna perception. That's it. Ooh, 18.
18? 8?
No, 8.
8. Yeah, I mean, you're scanning, and you do think you can get up there. However, once you're up there, you just don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna parkour that shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Parkour.
Tell me where you want to go up, and then
Is the barrier before Lupin?
yeah,
Okay, so it's in front of Lupin.
it's a good distance away from you. But yeah, it's this. It's I think you should be able to see it on roll 20 now. It's how we can see.
I want to let's see here. I'm gonna see.
It is 60 feet from Lupin, ahead of Lupin.
Okay, cool. I'd like to run and it's not. Ooh, this is hard to control. I would like to run up and I'd like to. I'm gonna go for this blue. Let's see here. This blue building.
The one set down below where I'm pinging.
On the other side.
On the other side, up here. Okay.
Yeah. I want to
Okay.
go and I'm gonna scaffold up on top of that to run across the rooftop.
All right. Go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics. But I'm pretty sure for you it's going to be athletics.
Athletics, yes. Oh, thank you. 24.
Sure thing. Go ahead and do your movement up into the roof. You can make it there, right, with your speed?
Yes, I
Okay.
can actually make it farther than that, but
Okay.
yes.
I will say,
Dash.
I mean, you rolled really good. So what you guys see, this lioness figure starts dashing, and she's veering off the road a little bit. And when she gets to the tree, you see her, she kind of plants a foot against the tree, and you imagine that something really was able to grab in and dig into the bark of this tree, because the way she jumped off from the tree branch up onto the building roof was very impressive.
Very agile.
I will say, though, that maneuver, whatever your max movement ends up being for this turn, if you're single moving, I'd say 5 feet less. If you're double moving, I'd say 10 feet less.
I was just gonna single move for now.
Okay. So you still would have an action.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. So once I'm up there, what can I see over the barrier?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, 18.
18. You see figures. There are figures from this vantage point huddled behind these different groupings of barriers. Dark, whatever, dark cloaks, dark fur, dark skin, it's hard to tell, but dark. And it seems like there seems to be an excess amount of rope around. Like, it's not, the rope isn't just tying up these bundles, creating barriers. There's extra rope. There's an abundance of rope. A plethora of rope.
So, okay. Does anybody look like they have a weapon out that would, like a ranged weapon?
It's hard to tell. You get the glimpse of one holding a long weapon, like a spear.
Okay. I'm going to use my second action to try and jump to the next building.
Okay, go ahead and take another 5 feet of movement off, but we'll go ahead and keep that acrobatics. So basically, you guys see her stop just for a brief moment, kind of just to gather her momentum and like just get control of herself, because the bounce off the tree was a little, it was impressive, but it was powerful. But just as quick as she stops, she's off again. And you can make it across easy enough. That juncture right there is pretty easy.
Okay.
And as you pull up here, kind of on this pinnacle of this roof, this slanted A-frame roof, you kind of are perched, and you now are looking down. And sure enough, you can see the figures now huddled behind here. You see not only the ropes go across the entire road, but you also see them having spears that have rope tied to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of look, but like where you are now, a few of them look up at you and are startled when they hear that sound of like scratching claws on roof shingles. And they now are, a couple of them are definitely aware of your presence.
All right.
All right, Raishal. So, those who saw this Githyanki figure, he cast, if you remember right, he cast a spell, and this green energy started lightning energy around his legs. Sure enough, on his turn, he takes a few long strides down this pathway and leaps. And as he leaps, you see this energy dissipate, launching him.
Wow.
But not quite. The trajectory is not quite right. It doesn't look like he's going to make it. But as he's going, you hear a quick chant, and he disappears. Similar to how to Lupin, appearing 30 feet on the roof, still in stride. He runs. We'll go ahead and give him an athletics check here. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Okay. You guys notice he just has, like those who can see, he has a wicked grin. He feels he's so clever. But when he makes this next jump here, it's not perfect. It's not orchestrated. He lands and he tries to keep running, and his foot slips a shingle off of the roof, and he has to kind of clamber to keep his footing right here. So he doesn't get to move anymore. He kind of pulls up right here, but you now see him there. Lupin.
Okay. Do I know where we're going? Like, is this door essentially where we're trying to get to?
You would know. No, you would know. He didn't really say, did he? But most of you guys, this landmark is pretty big. Outside the gates of Gorespire, there is a large tower. Once would have been much larger. Now it's crumbled a little bit and missing a good portion. Maybe 2 or 3 levels before the tower is open air. You did notice that about 120 feet in the air, there is a floating platform that has like half of a geodesic metal-looking sphere constructed on the top of it. That is Shar's tower, and Lupin, you would know exactly where it is. So, typically the most like map route is to go down this road to the middle of town and then take the road that goes north to the gate. Then you would be outside and right near the entrance, pretty close to the entrance of Shar Tower.
So it sounds like the triangle is how you normally would go, but can I essentially take the roofs and do the hypotenuse of the triangle?
You can try.
Alright. Okay. Seeing as people are enjoying times on roofs, I will try to say and do the same. So
Which building are you going up? The same one? Are you gonna follow the lion? Follow the lion.
how close are these barricades to these houses?
They're right up against the face of this wall on this building.
So I could probably
You wouldn't really
just climb
see
up-
it though from where you are.
Oh, I wouldn't?
Nah, not. You just know it kind of disappears behind this protrusion of this building.
Okay. Alright, if I don't see that then yes, I'd probably just go up on this house then.
All right, go ahead and give me that athletics roll.
Or acrobatics?
Or acrobatics. Yep, that's
Okay.
true. Ooh, I don't even know what would be better for you.
Acrobatics. All right. 20 non-natural.
Of course. Yeah, you follow. You see kind of where her foot dug into the tree for the good angle, and you plant your foot there. You direct yourself onto the roof. Yeah, there's now 3 people on the roofs here. The roofs. Is how much movement are you doing? Are you double moving? Are you?
How much movement would I need? So I guess would my action be to do the check? I guess.
No, the check is. I'm kind of making it determine. The check kind of determines how much movement you would lose or fail. You succeed, but it's a little more difficult for you than it was for her. So I'd say 10 feet either way, double move or single move, 10 feet off whatever max movement you would do to kind of make your way up that roof.
Okay, so I would, if I was doing normal double move, I'd have 60, and so to get it, it's 35, so 45, I guess. Sound good?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so then I would have 15 left. So can I move across the rooftops then?
Yeah.
So I get the edge of this roof, it looks like. Then for my bonus action, I'd then do another dash of 30.
I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
God. This is great. I knew movement speed, like most people don't do a chase, I feel, because like people are going pretty dang fast. I'm surprised. So, Calliope, as you have now taken up your spot and are taking in surroundings below, you turn to your side just as Lupin kind of slides down, panting a little bit. You're definitely working up. You know, you guys are running pretty fast. But both of you now have taken up spot on this roof right here, looking down. Lupin.
When I see Lupin, I'm just gonna go.
Ooh. Lupin, go ahead and give me a perception check, just so I can see what you see down there.
10.
All right. You, with a 10, you see movement down there, but that's not where your focus is right now. You're looking ahead. You're trying to scan further beyond this street. You're not really concerned with whatever might be here right next to you because you feel like you've got a good bead. All right.
So the place we're trying to get to would be somewhere up here, though, right? Because it's the triangle.
Here, let me give you guys a little bit more. You can see a little bit more. Pretty much all the way down this street. And you see this big building here. Seeing behind this massive structure is a little bit more difficult. But you know the direction of Shar Tower is kind of up at this angle here.
Okay.
Let me move this.
Toward Calliope's, I guess, action, I would turn back and then just point toward the direction of the tower.
So just to be sure, you're pointing it out for Calliope.
I am.
Okay. Interessante.
Muy
Interesante.
Muy interesante. ¿Por qué, Lupin?
All right. Who is back here? Vesta, and you guys haven't gotten to go yet, but
Nope.
amongst the crowd of people that are making their way across the bridge, you notice one. Well, go ahead and give me perception checks for it. That's what I should do.
Both of us or just Vesta?
Both you guys.
Okay.
Not bad. I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a 24.
Okay. Both of you guys see this because you don't know why, but someone is sticking out in the crowd a little bit. Someone
Okay.
here, cloak pulled over their head, tall form, lithe and slender, but quick and agile. And you see them moving quickly through the crowd, kind of appearing on the other side here. Envy, go ahead and give me one too.
23 for perception.
Yes, you see this figure as well. Just as another, you look around, you're gathering. Most people you see are struggling, and like you are all kind of looking for people that are looking like they are in for the challenge, that they are making a move for it. And this figure is definitely doing that. And then Vesta.
Okay, so the bird guy that took off last session that he was a stork or a heron. Did we see? Can I see if he has been able to fly towards the tower without a problem so far?
He's there on the bridge.
Oh, he didn't make it far either?
He hasn't made it far yet, no.
Okay, well, I'm going to do it anyway then. I'm going to wild shape into a owl.
Sweet.
And so that will give me a speed of 60 flying. So I will book it and then dash as my bonus action. I will move.
Let me give you control of this. You now have a bird.
I'm a bird.
Okay, controlled by you. Save settings. So now you can, and I'm going to put your name on here just so people can see, or at least you can see. There you go. So I'm going to move you out, and then you have a bird. And you can move your bird where you would be on the map with your movement. Do you need the sheet of a bird, of an owl?
I got it.
You got it? Hey, look at you.
I came prepared.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Okay. So go ahead and move your... So that's your action to wild shape, right? Or is that a bonus action? I think it's an action, right?
It's an action, and then I can use my movement and my bonus action, right?
Your movement and your bonus action to go 120 if the mount... Yep, you sure can. No, wait. No. If that is your action, it has to be an action for you. Rogues get to do it as a bonus action to dash. But most other classes, it's an action to dash or dodge or duck, dive, and dodge and all the Ds.
Okay. Hold please while I try to move this map around without... I'm gonna move 60 feet to wherever seems like the most direct path. Would that be... Can you see my arrow when I do
Yes, give me one. Yeah, that's a pretty good direction, I think.
Okay, because I feel like if you're a bird, you're not going to follow the road. You're going to follow...
Yeah.
What's that saying?
As the flow cries. As the
crow
flies.
As the crow flies.
As the fro... What? Okay.
As the fro fries.
As the fro fries.
Like that.
There you go. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I mean... It's not a whole lot more I can do.
Dude, that was good. Good.
All right. Stax, remind me again what you gave your bowed friend, the female with the curly red hair. You gave her guidance or
guidance?
Guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She. You see her cast a spell. No, that's what she did last time. I remember she did it. This time you see her take off running, and you notice that her speed seems to be increased. There's this like this blur that it kind of blurs. Her legs kind of blur a little bit, and you see her running further. She kind of has to push through the crowd because it is busy here. And you see her get here. And seeing this step that everyone's been doing, yep, she's gonna do it too. She's gonna cast Misty Step as her bonus action, ending up off of this crowded bridge. Seems like everyone's trying to get past this bridge. All right,
Woohoo!
Chelsea.
Finally.
Your perception was pretty good. No, it's not your turn yet. Sorry.
Oh,
There is one more.
I'm so behind. I was the first one to make an action too. I was like, and I'm still at the bridge.
All right. Yep,
All
you did
good.
it too. You see,
a challenge.
you're looking around and you see this little guy, just this little guy in a robe.
do.
Yes.
I see a little guy.
Yeah, he runs past you. His feet a blur as well. He's just not as fast as everyone else, but he's dipping and dodging through here. And you notice too, he seems to be pretty sure-footed and going.
Okay, anything else that I catch besides little guy? Just for my notes.
Yeah.
Little guy.
It's hard to know. He's pretty well cloaked. Little guy and a
guy.
cloaked guy, yeah, but maybe about 3 feet tall,
Okay, so I've got tall cloaked guy and little guy.
with a pretty nice backpack.
Nice backpack. Okay,
Mhm.
steal that later. No, wait, I'm not a rogue. Okay, hold on.
All right, it is now your turn, Shay.
Okay, so Shay like kind of looks at everybody passing her, and she sees the other characters jumping on roofs and turning into birds. And she just like kind of whispers stuff like, "Fuck, this is an impressive bunch." And she's gonna dash. She's just gonna dash across the bridge. So that would be 60 feet.
Okay.
Real special.
Go ahead and give me a athletics or acrobatics check, because right where you are, it is crowded.
Oh.
And I've taken some distance off some people's movement, depending on how good they can get through, muster their way through the crowd.
Okay. All right. That sucks. You said athletics or acrobatics. Can I choose?
You get to choose.
Yay. We're gonna use the Dice Tower 9 Realms Gaming because you helped me out. That's nice. Oh, not bad. That was 16 plus 4 is a dirty 20.
For sure. Yeah, you're able to push your way through without sacrificing any distance moved. You're not held up anywhere. You're good. You do kind of push over this this gentleman, like you're trying your best, but there's a gentleman who seems not to. He doesn't have a cane or anything, but he seems to be not very sure-footed. And just right as you get around that corner of the bridge, it's unfortunate, but you just kind of bump him off, and he slides a little bit, not down, not off, just a little bit. But that's it.
Sorry. You know,
Sorry.
there's like 10 spots. And I'm assuming I have to move my character.
Yeah, unless you need me to. I can do it if you
No, we're
need me
good.
to.
60 feet. Let me just see where I'd be at. I'll put it right there. And from here, would I be able to see now where I'm at the end of the bridge? Would I be able to see these barricades?
Yes.
And like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yep, and you see
Um,
people running across the rooftops. Yep, for
okay.
sure.
And how many people does it look like are behind me? Like, I mean, because I can see what's in front of me and those in front of me, but what do I see behind me?
Well, as you making your run, you do notice that you do pass up this figure that was short, and he
Yes.
turns to her, and you see a gnomish face, gray, with like, it's dirty. It's dirty. There's eyebrow hairs just ridiculously long, smudged
Just
with
wiry,
grease
like gray and white, long ones.
yeah, just but
Yeah.
like dirty, like grease, maybe not food
Oh.
grease. Who knows? But some kind of dark smudges in fingertip smears on
Okay.
his face, and he gives you a pretty big smile, kind of just,
Okay.
you know,
I
yeah.
smile back as I
Okay.
run.
But other than that, you turn behind you, and right now there's a sea, like people, they're just not running as fast. There's definitely people that made it out in front, and now is this front line of most of the people making
Okay.
it through.
Okay, I think before I end my turn, as I kind of look back and see what's behind me, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Minor Illusion on the area of the bridge behind me
Mhm.
and make it look like a broken piece of bridge.
Okay, the cantrip minor illusion.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cantrip Minor Illusion. Hopefully.
What's
make
your
it
spell
look like
DC?
there's a big hole and that it isn't secure.
What's your spell DC?
My spell DC is 16. And I believe they have to do an intelligence check against it if they're going to investigate it.
All right, I'll let you know what happens.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
That's gonna be my whole turn.
Okay. Stork Man. The Stork Man, seeing this hang up of people on the bridge and seeing the people run, you see him take a few long strides, plant his foot on the railing of this bridge, and he jumps. And as he jumps, whoosh, his white wings spread out, and he holds it as he glides. Let's see how well he glides. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, buddy. So you guys watch as the glide is glorious, and unfortunately, knowing that he looks super cool right now, he kind of looks down at the audience and gives like a and boom, straight face plants into the roof here. God, I'm gonna make him make a save.
Ooh,
This
feels
is
like
gonna
like
be
a like a cartoon moment.
Yeah,
Like,
well, he
just
rolled a
like
1.
splat.
He rolled a 1. So, however, as he hits, his wings flap up against the side. He starts sliding down, and you see he plants his feet in a way that he kind of hits that bottom gutter. I don't know if they would have gutters, but that bottom railing of the roof, and stops himself from sliding off the entire roof. But that's his turn. He could have gone further, maybe. All right, guys. Guess what? There's one more. Out of the sea of people, you see a large figure. The first thing you hear is the sound of a splash in water as you look back as this large half-orc frame. Wait a minute. Male, shaved head, but nice jawline, short beard, and he's just got barely no armor on. He's got a sash. He's wielding a great axe on his back, and he's just barreling through. And anyone that's in his way, if they don't get out of the way, they're getting pushed over into the water. Let's see if he can do anything else.
Does he see this broken part of the bridge that looks really broken? Scary.
You know what? Let's see.
Does he investigate it? Because if he doesn't investigate it, he might just think it's real.
Well, yeah. But it's going to be an intelligence thing, and
How smart is the half-orc? Let's see.
He pulls up short. We'll say it's right here.
Okay.
He pulls up short and looks around and backs up, and you see him take a few quick strides, and he leaps over the halfling. Shay, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I love rolling. All right. Oh, not bad. I got a 16.
16, huh? You feel like you're gonna get out of the way. You start to move. You see you see the trajectory, and right as this half-orc lands on the ground, he goes into a roll that puts him off to the side in the exact direction that you had dodged out of the way.
Okay.
And you are shoved, not knocked prone, but you are just kind of shoved out of the way. You kind of have to catch yourself against the railing and not get caught. And he kind of finishes the roll in a pop-up and lands on the stone, ready to keep going down the step path.
Right, all right.
Top of the round, so you notice people are, like this bridge, anyone staying close to this bridge is going to have some trouble with the crowd coming on it. Envy, you are up first.
So Envy heard this orc person coming.
Yes,
This,
totally.
like train of a man.
Yes.
Well, thinking that was very rude to just like bogart through everybody, Envy's gonna cast Bane on him.
Okay. Is there a save for that?
Yes, charisma save. I'm sure he's so charismatic.
Bang, bang,
Well, hope so, because he's so rude.
That stacks would be a 4.
Oh, nice! He is baned.
All right.
But
bang, bang.
my friend
Yes.
was concentrating on her guidance. If she didn't use it now, it's gone because I'm
It's gone.
concentrating on this bane.
Okay, so guidance
Um,
is gone.
So with that, he has to subtract a D4 from attack and saving throws
Mhm.
if he's going to do them.
Yep.
While I'm concentrating on it.
Right.
And then because I see him coming, I'm going to run 30 feet.
I feel like that's going to be like the common statement of the night. And then I'm going to run.
And if I can, let's see. Since everybody else is doing it,
Oh, really?
Envy will Misty Step on top of the roof.
How many people can be on the roof before it collapses?
That's a
Well,
good question.
I'm on my own.
You're on your own. Sensible.
Yeah.
The structures that line the street are luckily of better maintenance and general construction. So right now you're pretty concerned. You're pretty confident that it'll hold up. So there's no roll for that. You kind of land. So you guys see the fox can cast a spell with this language that probably actually some of you would maybe speak, and starts running too. And you see like as this massive orc pops up on the ground, the smile kind of turns into this like confused look as all of a sudden covered in this like shrouding. What does your bane look like? Why don't you tell me, Indy, what your bane would look like?
So I imagine his magic works on like a good bad spectrum. So his good magic is like more light and happy, and then his bad magic is just like ugh. So I imagine like these like dark wisps and like clouds are just like circling around this orc's frame.
Mm-hmm. So it's got that too, but also you notice like the bulging muscles, the veins that are normally a dark purple have darkened as well. So now there's like this almost near pure black to the veins as they surround these muscles from the half-orc. And then of course, the foxkin takes off running, and Misty Steps, a feature attribute ability that you have seen. I mean, do any of y'all not have Misty Steps? Come on, guys.
The bard.
You have Misty Step.
This is just showing off with that spell. That's cool.
The bard will be on the ground.
All right, Calliope, you are up next.
All right, I can't see the whole map, so I'm not entirely certain.
I'm going back up towards the front now.
Okay, now if I go, ooh,
Those two buildings, the one on the corner that you're kind of near now and the one north of it, they are larger buildings with more decorations and more kind of facades that make looking past it. You only really see the large structures that are located somewhere on the other, like on the next quarter of Gorespire Keep.
okay. So my question is when he pointed in the direction of the place, was it more towards this direction? Can you see the arrow?
Yeah. I would say, let me get this for you. I would say it was like, yeah, kind of to like this building, a little bit to the right, maybe.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to dash there.
Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. You do need to kind of pick out your path here. You're gonna go like along a build. You can move like multiple. You don't have to move all at once. Okay, so you're there. And which building are you going to next from this? To that one. So
And
go ahead
then-
and give me the athletics check for that. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this is I mean, these are hard. This isn't difficult. These are going to be way
Okay.
more difficult. This distance between this building and the building north, that's a good like 10, 12 foot jump right there. So
Yeah,
they will be
I-
more difficult.
It's a dirty 20.
So you make the first jump just fine. From where you're seeing, I'm not going to reveal it quite yet, but you do notice that there seems to be a gathering of people on the streets over here just as it turns northward.
Okay.
You see citizens in ragged clothing around what seems to be another kind of large buildup of wooden crates or something.
Okay.
So
And nobody with weapons drawn.
no weapons here. You do see a shield.
Okay. All right.
So if you want, so go ahead. This now, just so you know, you get to this point and you look across and you realize, all right, so far the roofs have kind of aligned pretty well. This jump will be a little bit more difficult.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll.
And so my idea was to move to this one and then to this one, but or can I just go to that one?
They would cause you to run over here and then attempt to jump this way, which, this is one of those things where I'll let you roll perception, but the DC is going to be high because you're also running very fast and paying attention to not having your feet slide off rooftops and...
Right.
So this is a quick decision right here.
Okay. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And that would be 6.
Okay.
A grand total of 6.
As you jump from here to there, you take from this building over. You take a quick look over here, and it looks way too far.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it looks way too far to jump to there.
Yes, because you would have to jump from here across here, and just from looking across here, this looks like 15, maybe 20 feet, whereas this looks like 12 feet.
Okay, then I'll jump there.
Okay, go ahead and give me another athletics roll. I'm gonna give you a choice before you tell me.
Okay.
Do you, after the first jump, do you take a brief pause to line up this jump? Or do you just go one, bam, bam, jump, jump, let them fall where they fall?
I'm going to say that there's going to be a brief moment of looking.
Okay. So I will say, go ahead and tell me your roll.
6.
Ooh. Okay. The consequences won't be as dire because you took a second.
Oh, wait, no, it's actually an 8. It's 6
8.
plus 2. Yeah, no, it's 8, but still.
You take a few steps back. Does anyone see this? Lupin, you are kind of plotting your next movements, and you see this lion figure take a few steps back, kind of give that little muscle shimmy as they're getting ready to just leap and put all their effort across. And right as she jumps, you notice she sticks her foot out. There's this kind of ornamental round piece on this roof, and you can tell she just didn't know right if she was supposed to use that or not. She couldn't decide until the last second, so her left foot, as she was making her jump, goes up against it, kind of hesitates, and as she jumps, she's off balance. And her back end kind of swings out, and no longer is she jumping straight on, she's kind of veering off to the side. And she lands on the roof, but sliding still, not able to grab on, and you go down the side. Let's now have a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. And that would be 4.
Oh, and floop, off into the ground you tumble. Not even, man, this is hard because everyone knows cats sitting on their feet. We'll say you do the body twist, right? You do that weird squirmy thing that they managed to do, and you manage to get your top turned around, but you land with a kind of a sick thud as your hips kind of thunk into the ground, and you do take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I did that in real life on a snowboard once.
Oof.
My top went this way and my bottom went that way. Let's see the other way.
You hear a pop and you feel the searing pain in your hips, and you wait there for a second and you just think, don't, no, not. And you wait, and the initial pain kind of subsides to where you think, okay, hopefully nothing's broken.
So you said 6 points. I have resistance to.
Isn't that when you're raging?
Oh, that's yeah, that is. Never mind. Yep. Okay, 6 points bludgeoning.
So I never used this ability before, so just let me know because I think I have to see them. Colin, would I be able to use one of the Volpanol's racial features if I could see her during this time?
Did I put a distance on it? Or did I just say that you could see?
That you can see.
Okay, give me a perception check. I'll say if you do good on this perception check, you'll kind of yeah. Because this is a reaction too, if I believe so, right?
Yes. 17.
Yeah. So you see the form, kind of like you have a building in front of you. You see this lioness form press the top of this building and going down, and you hear this like as this like thud. And so I would say you do see her as like her form is twisting in air, not on the fall, but in the initial jump. That you can see that like you can see it's not going right. Are you gonna use your ability?
Yeah, I want to use my Favored by Fortune feature where I can use one of my racial luck points to make her reroll the die, essentially. But I want to use a second for Save Them and have her use my dex save modifier instead of hers, because she looks like she's strong, so I don't think she has like good dex.
All right. So tell her what she gets to add to this new roll.
So you get to add a +4. So you'll use mine instead of yours, which is a +4 for dex saves, and then you get to re-roll the d20, and then hopefully the rest is in your favor.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm blowing on my own dice over here. Okay, that is a 15. The roll is 11 plus the 4 is 15.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying this is for the dex save. So, Calliope.
Yes.
You feel, as soon as you hit this roof from the jump, you know that this is not going right. You reach out with your claws and you feel it scraping off these hard ceramic shingles, and you're not finding purchase. And as your form slips off the roof, you reach for anything. You just blindly reach out, and sure enough, there's an angled stone support under this overhang of the roof that you catch onto and swing for a second. Just a second, you let go, and you land on the ground on 2 feet, unharmed.
Okay. Do I have any idea that someone's helped me?
Nope.
No? Okay.
All you know is that you feel very lucky. I mean, it's really the best way to describe it. You are lucky. That was as close of one as you may have had, and you feel like the fall wouldn't have killed you, but that was pure luck. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right. So with that, it is the end of your turn. So that's a lot. The Githyanki, let's see what he might want to do. He's already done that. So he's just going to run. How far can he run? He can run pretty far. So he needs to make a roll to make sure he doesn't face plant. Because apparently a lot of people are face planting. But he doesn't. He kind of runs. He bounds up a window frame along the top of this larger 3-story building, slides down, and takes just a few steps and rockets. Again, the green energy has not dissipated fully, and it still sticks around, enhancing this jump, landing on this roof. You see his leg does slip a little bit down the side. He sees you, maybe you surprise him a little bit. He might not have known you were there. But he catches himself before sliding down and continues running. So he's going to make another jump here. I'm going to roll it again. see. Yeah, he's still fine. He's fine. So he pulls up on the top here, looking around. He sees Calliope. He sees Lupin. He's pretty happy where he is. Lupin.
Okay. Having seen all of these things, do I think that I'm trying to get to the building essentially back here?
No, you know it's outside the gates. Sorry, I know.
it's the
Maybe
gates.
I know. From what you can see right now, you know that you need to get beyond the city walls.
So it's gonna be pretty far north from where this turn is.
You know that you're like, if you make it to the turn, you're about halfway there.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Who's in this little area between the houses, I guess?
No one's in between there. No.
So I could follow this road here and just run up north.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to drop down.
Are
to the
you
ground
dropping down carefully, or
here.
are you trying to do like a roll, like a jump roll situation?
What would it cost for either situation, I guess?
If you do a jump roll, it's going to be an acrobatics check with a higher DC, but you wouldn't be losing speed. If you want to do it too carefully, it'll be a much lower DC, but you're going to lose 10 feet.
I'll do it carefully, I guess.
Okay. So, yeah.
Alright. Acrobatics. 14.
14 total. That you do it. You know, after seeing the lionkin slip, you take a second. You go, okay. You know that you're ahead of the pack. You know that right now hurting yourself right here would probably be a bad idea. So you carefully, still impressed. Like you're still agile. You're still kind of like bouncing between one wall, kind of parkouring down. But it does take a little bit off of you. Land in a way that you can continue running.
Okay. How much movement has been used?
So I'd say 15 feet has been used. 10 on top of the 5.
Okay. At this point, could I go to all fours and just keep doing all my movement?
Yes.
Okay. So it's 35 would be the remainder of the first. As I pass by, I'm gonna yell out to the large lion there. Come on, it's this way.
Go ahead and give me a perception check before you make your move, because I want to see if you see down this little passageway here.
Sure. Perception, you said?
Yes, sir.
19.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to reveal a little bit more. You see it from the side. You see there is another kind of grouping of boxes and crates, and a good-sized group of people sitting around with large, like sides of large crates that have been turned into shields, and some of them a little bit more dense and some of them a little bit flimsy. No real weapons. Some people have clubs, but like over-exaggerated size clubs. And sure, you do see a interesting-looking small cat creature sitting on a small chair on one of the crates, elevated, white fur, sitting on this chair. Very domestic house.
White fur, little white kitty.
Yep.
The white kitty.
And that's what you see. So you still have movement.
Okay.
Or you still have stuff.
I do. Okay, so from there, I'm gonna move to here first, and knowing that I see, things in the way, I'm going to be kind of like be looking out while traveling for more, like, guess, traps and people and whatever.
Let me reveal more.
Actually, it'd probably be here to decide which path I'm gonna go, left or right.
I'm just gonna reveal all this. Why not? Okay. Anything else?
I mean, if that's 35, and I don't see anything other like.
No, nothing else
distraction.
out of the ordinary here.
Okay.
Okay.
So 35. 15.
And anyone watching is just seeing this black wolfkin form on all fours, nothing in hands, everything kind of on back, holstered to the side or on backpack to the back, full on four-legged running through these streets. I will say, I should make you do something for tight corners, because it should take, I mean, it is going to take things off, but go ahead and finish up where you're going to finish up.
I mean, the last thing I would do is use my bonus to dash one more 50. So, I mean, if you're gonna make a check, that's fine. I'd be going around pretty much this, like this way, and then going that way. But,
Sure, you can do that. Man, that's crazy you can run so far.
150 in a turn.
Gee.
Yeah.
This is your creation, isn't
I
it,
know.
Colin?
Yeah.
If I'd known we were doing a race. I mean, a literal race. Could have. It's all good.
All right, so that's where you end up.
Where I end up? Do I see? Can I see the gate from where I am?
I revealed a lot. Yeah, you do see the stone wall ahead of you now.
But do I see the gate open? Because you have to get outside.
You know where it is. You know where the gate is in proximity. Just, yeah, from the road. You know that the road leads to the gate.
But I don't see the gate. I don't see if it's closed or open right now.
You don't see if it's closed or open right now, no.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. This person is going to stick to the street because the street ahead is actually pretty empty. So 10, 20, 30. Ooh, that just made her wide. 30,
Changing form.
10, 20, 30. And 10, 20, 30. Okay, anyone that can see the street here watches as at this point the figures finally come out launching these spears, these rope-bound spears from one side to the other. I'm just going to do some freehand drawing here.
How much movement did that creature have? They went fast.
Yep.
They went really fast.
Yep.
Shay is feeling very inferior right now.
And you see the figure kind of hold up as these spears go flying down in front, stringing up these lines. From the ground, too, lines go from slack to taut as now that there is a large rope interface, which most of you just went ahead and bypassed, you know, but not this person. Vesta.
Holy guacamole. Okay, Wheel. As my cute little burb self, I'm gonna just keep flying. I'm gonna, now that I've turned into a bird, use my action and my movement to go 120.
Okay.
And I'm gonna head towards, I mean, I can't see Lupin, but I'm gonna go in that general direction since I know where the tower is, right?
Correct. You see the tower. I mean, from an aerial view, you can see tower, you can see wall. Yeah, you see it all.
Great. Okay, so I'll make it to that building.
And just for viewers and yourself knowledge, another landmark that sits up over the kind of base city skyline is a structure called the Night Tower. It's pretty much kind of directly south from where you are right now. But it is a multi-level large wooden structure with a enclosure on the top. You can see, and it looks very nice and kind of strong presence here.
Okay. Great.
That's okay. Yep,
That
the
is
owl
it.
has taken flight.
My super exciting round.
You just jumped from if this race had like a leaderboard though, you probably
Yeah,
just jumped from 7, 8 to 2.
Thank you. That's what I'm here
Seriously.
for.
All
Seriously.
right, Felista. Y'all don't know her name. I know her name. Her name's Felista. What is she gonna do? Let's see. She's done that, so she can move that. Anything else she... Yeah, she does.
She knew.
So she runs, and as she's running off the bridge, she turns back and gives you guys a wicked wink and says something under her breath in a language that's very elven. And she's going to finish her movement, but as she does, she finishes casting. And you see the ground, the stone, you hear this hissing sound as fog seeps up through the ground. Fog cloud. So we're going to do a little gray cloud here. How big is it? 20-foot radius. That's pretty big. So that's like 20, 40, 20, 40. Sure. There's the fog cloud.
I do not see
it.
It is a box near the bridge that we're kind of back. Oh, I got to move. Thanks for letting me know, though, because everyone's kind of spread apart. I got to... Oh, where did you go? Where did you go? All right, technical difficulties. Uno momento, por favor. All right, that should be good for this second. But that's her turn, really. Yeah. So, this one, the little one, it seemed you hear a wicked gnomish laugh as the half-orc nearly crashed into Shay. But sure enough, he's going to keep going. He runs pretty far, too. He's going to dash, so 20, 40, or 10, 20, 30, 40, out of the fog cloud. So he's going to have to go close. Let's see. We have a heavily obscured last for duration. So heavily obscured, he's going to have to roll, obviously. Make sure he doesn't trip up on anything. You hear the giggling. Ow! As apparently he stubbed his toe. But he's still running, but he does take a little off. He only goes 30 the second time around. All right, Shay, you are surrounded by fog. And you can still kind of see, even through the fog, you still see the shadow of this massive half-orc form in front of you.
Okay. Shay, saw everybody going away from the main road, and it's like, wait, clearly the race is this way. Where is everybody going? Before the fog cloud popped up.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna still try and pass up this half-orc and keep going straight, using dash. That's just double my movement, correct?
Dash would be double your movement, yes, and it'd be your action.
I just want to make sure, because everybody else was moving a lot faster than me, and I'm like, what the heck? How did the gnome have more than 60 feet? I am so I thought they had little legs. So confused. So, do I need to roll for anything, though, before I go?
No.
Because I'm in the fog.
Because you're in the fog.
Let's go.
Just go.
All right, I'll move then. Okay, so 50 feet. I'm right next to the gnome.
What's your AC?
Why do you want to know? I'm actually going to go towards the tree on this side.
Mm-hmm.
My AC is 16.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. So as you're running by, you feel this swoosh of air as a large club just right behind your back, and you hear, "Oh man!"
The half-orc?
The half-orc. He took a swing at you.
Oh.
Brought to you by Bane, folks.
And fog, to be honest. Fog is also difficult to actually hit someone through.
So he missed.
He missed? Yes, he did.
Ah, that was okay. Okay, I thought I felt it. I just felt it go by.
You felt the large weapon, the air kind of wisping. You kind of look back just for a second, and you see one of those as you're leaving the fog. You see your form. You see those wisp of fog coming off.
Yeah.
But then there's a wave of fog that follows what you imagine was this weapon swing.
Okay. And as I look back, and because I can't see him because he's obscured in the fog, I'm like, he's lucky I can't see him. Okay, so as I'm standing here, I'm right next to these trees. I can see in front of me this barricade, and like you said, it's like a bunch of the spears and the ropes. What is that I see?
Yeah, you see now it seems like in this front obstructed area and maybe the one behind it, there are now ropes strung up in different angles and
Okay.
ways that look like it's a pretty good obstacle here in the middle.
An extra obstacle, literal. Okay. And then the trees to my right. I mean, there's 2 buildings, there's some trees. Is there an opening there? Or what do I see to my right?
Give me a perception check.
You? On dice.
Thank you for the raid, Tabletop Misfits. Welcome.
Hey, Ray! Hello, hello. That is not too bad. That's a 19.
19 is very good. There are crates packed between these 2 buildings.
Okay.
However, it's too high, maybe not too high, but like 2 double dose high, and it's not as difficult. It doesn't look too difficult to kind of get through. This looks more haphazard, kind of. They knew they had to block this way, kind of thing.
Okay. Do I see how high it is?
Yeah. So the boxes together are going to be about 6 feet high. Each crate being about 3 feet. Yeah.
Okay. So, again, real exciting turn for Shay, but she has done a mental calculation of how many people are in front of her and how many people are behind her, and she's still within 10, and so she's feeling okay. She knows she's not way up there at the front, but she's still within 10, so she's feeling okay. But she's still gonna go ahead, and behind her, she's gonna cast Silent Image.
Okay.
And it's got a range of 60 feet, so let's go ahead and do it as far as like the beginning of right outside the fog cloud. So anybody coming out that area of the fog cloud, if they came upon it, across the road in 15 feet would be a silent image illusion of a wall of fire.
Wall of fire. Silent fire.
Yeah, silent
Wall.
fire. Yeah, so if somebody were to come upon it, if they physically interact with it, or they can make an investigation, but it looks like a 15-foot wall of fire there. And she's just hoping she's going to be within the 10 people at this moment, so she's gonna wait. And that's her turn.
Cool. Yeah. Birdman. He needs to make a roll for sure. Oh, that's pretty good. This is what Birdman is supposed to do. You see, catching his feet after that mishap, he bounces back up, starts running along the top. Let's see, movement is going to be pretty impressive. As he gets here, he jumps. Wings go wide again. This time, he's got the angle. He lands on this large roof, goes across, taking a different direction, jumps across this large gap with his wings out wide, and then kind of does one of these tip-top things where he lands just for a second to give himself a little boost up, and quickly across, with his movement, he only makes it just to the edge of this structure here. But moving quickly across these structures is him. All right, the half-orc. Half-orc starts running. Let's see how good he does at running through the fog. That's really good. You know what? It's so good. He bursts out of the fog cloud full speed, unhindered. And eyes go wide at this fire, but he can't stop. He's going to try. Let's see. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Does the screech stop, but knows he's not going to make it, and lunges over the fire with a... on the other side, rolls through it, and kind of looks confused, but still manages to get up. Not as quick. It wasn't like a roll. It wasn't a momentum roll and back to the feet. It was like a roll, and it was a roll and then like several rolls on the ground, thinking that he was maybe putting out some fire.
Yeah.
But didn't need it. So he kind of pulls up right behind Snickers and comes to a stop, and is going to use the rest of the movement to stand back up. Envy.
Envy is going to do things the easy way and Misty step to the ground.
Wow.
So here, and
Okay.
then he doesn't have big legs.
I got little legs.
Little legs.
I got
I
little
guess
legs.
I'll go 5,
Funny
10,
legs.
15, 20.
I'm moving the map. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm just moving the map. Moving the map. Moving the map. Moving the map.
Yes, there is a black square that I think
Oh.
should be seen.
Okay, yeah, I'll move it. Honestly, guys, it's just because I, for some reason, didn't think you guys would be in here, so I didn't fill out the middle of the map.
Oh, I thought that was me this whole time.
There are buildings there.
And then for his action, he will dash. So another 5.
It's fair to say this hasn't quite gone how I thought it would, but that's good, right? That's how it's supposed to be.
So that's another spell slot. And, yep. And I'm still concentrating on the bank.
Awesome. Awesome. Sawsome. Yep, you are kind of making your way through some buildings. Wow, you went far. Man, y'all are fast.
That's
I don't know
90
because the
feet of
Misty Step
movement.
got you. Wait, how do you get to go 90?
Because if I use my action to dash, Misty Steps, the bonus action, and then movements 30.
Oh, so you counted the 30 from the Misty Step? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Calliope, you've got that. No, never mind. You've landed on your feet. Never mind.
I did.
You feel great.
Oh no. Calliope does not feel great. Calliope's pissed that she didn't land that perfectly. She's so pissed, in fact, that she goes and rages.
Nice.
Oh.
With a loud, you guys. So far, it's been street filled with street noise, but this rings out. You hear this feral roar. As anyone that can see her sees just the muscles tense up as the mouth is open and roaring.
It's 6 foot, 195 pounds of muscle, baby. Okay, so I roared, and I just I'm so frustrated with myself for not landing that I just decide, like, on a whim, that I'm going to take a chance and follow after this Lupin character, or this guy who's like, hey, this way. So I will run, and this is it's 80 for a dash.
But you do have to go around the building.
Okay.
Yeah, so you will have to kind of go around to get.
Okay, so that'll be 15 to move there. And then so that would be 55 to move there.
As you pass, you can keep going through your movement, but as you pass, you kind of see off to the side the grouping of people as well, and you hear someone from over there go, "Oi, hey! Hey, they're running off the street!"
Ooh, okay. So I can go to right here. There.
Okay.
I'm also gonna take a big whiff, like see if I can catch his scent.
Are you looking for anything particular?
No. I just I can see him, right?
Mhm.
From where, yeah. So I can see him, and I'm just trying to remember what he smells like in case I lose track of him.
I feel like, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you've smelled him once before.
I tried, but I had such low perception that
Okay.
I rolled low, so I didn't get to actually catch his whiff.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's not that you didn't catch his smell before. You couldn't separate it out from the other smells of the surroundings. But now you're in a different part of town. There's different food smells, and this smell is the same. This smell is the same. One of the smells you smelled before, and it pins in. You're like, I got it now.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. At the end of that turn, you do look around to hear that it sounds like some of the people might be shuffling. I don't know if you ran really fast. I don't know. None of y'all can see it, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Get Yankee. What is he doing? He's still running. He's along the roofs. he's just going to keep going along the roofs. Let's give him another acrobatics or athletics check. Man, he's doing good. Each jump innervated by this green energy around his legs. He keeps jumping. He's due. You know what? He's going to take some distance off of his movement to line up this one as well, seeing Calliope. This could be really fun. Let's see. Oh, that it should go in my dice tower, really. That's only fair. Okay. Yep. Unfortunately, you don't get to see it, but he makes the jump. He's done, but he makes the jump. Lupin, you are up.
All right. So knowing that there should be a gate up here, I'm gonna move here. Do I see the gate open?
Yeah, we'll say it. You do see it open.
Okay. Okay. With that, I will. That was 5. So that.
I'm gonna move the camera view.
So 45 there. Being cautious of, traps and people. Do I see anything from where I am here?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. I think it's 12. Let me see. Nope, it's 11.
Nothing looks out of the ordinary here. There's guard. There's Githyanki and 2 of the Sisters of Shar guard here. Gate is open. They seem to be not tense or at attention. They seem to be relaxed. You can see that just beyond the gate from where you are, some people have gathered outside. This is where they are gathered. Not many, but there are a few. They're being told to stay clear of the gate entrance, the opening. But you do see a few citizens on the outside of this gate.
Okay. All right. Well then, 50 to here. Sure. And then I presumably see the giant tower I'm trying to get to.
Yep.
Cool. All
Yep.
right.
You are outside the gates. You do a quick peek back. You see the gang of people in the middle of the street. You see some of them split off, running to the side in the direction of the alleys that you took. But everything in front of you seems clear.
Okay. Well, then I will go to there, and that'll be my turn.
Freaking rogues, man.
No.
Just because you're sneaky means you can run heck fast. All right. This one, the cloaked figure here that pulled up to the ropes now has no real options except to try to make her way through. So, we're going to do an acrobatics check. That's really good. Okay, so you see this figure, the lithe elven figure cloaked here, take a step back and do one of those jump, turn, spiral things through an opening, maybe about a foot across through these top ropes, landing on the other side. Of course, taking some movement, but she lands in a 3-point stance, kind of steadies herself again, looks quickly. Let's give her perception so I can see how good she does. Okay. And this time she lines up a route where she kind of kicks off one of the barrels to the side. It's a much bigger area she found, but it was elevated off the road. But she still manages to make her way through and just to the other side. And she gets a little bit more movement because she's fast as heck. But there are more ropes, of course. There is more layers. Freehand, brown. So, more spears fly, more ropes on the ground. 2 more layers, peeps.
Poor Shay.
I'm
Vesta,
not a bird.
you're a bird.
Not a...
I'm not a bird.
Okay, so I just put it in our super secret chat, but I forgot that druids can't fly in their wild shape until
That's-
level 8.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
Oh.
think you could.
She
Yeah.
falls out of the sky like a stone.
No.
No, I was kidding.
Yeah. We'll say
Oh,
I'm fine for this. Let's say this. I have an idea. How about this? You haven't mastered it yet.
well,
So you got to
my
get
other
started.
option, I was gonna do a war horse if I wasn't allowed.
I'm gonna
No, I
make that be a separate
wasn't.
use of your wild shape.
Yeah,
So-
well, I can't do a war horse because that's a critical rating or a max CR of 1. Never mind. I can't do that either. I don't know what I was gonna do. I can't believe that I forgot that. We can say that she can't stay an owl and she's now trapped on top of a building.
I'm not gonna say right away. I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Okay.
I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
How wise is this owl? Adjust the glasses. A 1.
A 1?
No,
That is
sorry.
not me. Oh my god.
I was doing the lollipop owl
Oh.
commercial from my childhood. I'm sorry.
2, 3.
Win a 21.
Mhm. So, the initial burst, right? You've tried this spell. You haven't mastered this spell. This shape.
Uh-huh.
You want to.
Uh-huh.
The first bit goes great. But just as it's happened before, at the end of your turn, you look down and your owl legs dangling as you're gliding are about twice as long as they should be. And you can see tiny pieces of cloth peering through the feathers.
Solid.
Yeah. But you're fine for this turn.
Okay. So then I'm gonna go ahead and maximize my movement. And I'm gonna go as far as I can and then use my bonus action to un-owlify myself as soon as I'm close enough to the ground. Like I'm gonna glide that last 120 feet.
I think
And
it's a free
slowly-
action to drop it, right?
It is a bonus action if I want to do it earlier.
If you want to do it. Okay.
So
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna go glide, losing altitude until it's safe for me to switch. I can't believe I did that. You know what though?
I didn't double check you. It's okay.
I appreciate you for trusting that I know what I'm doing. I don't. I don't ever know what I'm doing.
What a sight to behold.
I would move the map, but she's going to show up there any second now. Oh, the Pale Dragon, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. We are amidst a chase, and this owl is an owl no more.
I am going directly
Straight
north.
over? Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead and put yourself where you'll end up, and I'll...
here.
Whoa. All right, and then now I'm going to take this away.
Great.
No mas.
It was really nice to be an owl. I can't wait until level 8 when I can do that for realsies.
And just for fun, Lupin, you are booking it around this gate. Again, you look behind you. There is no one even close. What the heck is that? As you look over, and you see this owl.
Is it
Here-
an owl at this point? It
Yeah.
is
Well,
a feathery,
yes.
fiery
Owl?
ball of
It
chaos.
is, what you see is like the wings. The wings are big. It's bigger. It's big for an owl, and the wings are out flat, and there are humanoid legs just dangling. And you see pretty much it was on a trajectory just to get over that gate, just to get over that wall. And as soon as it started going towards the ground, you realize that creature does not have control anymore. And just to save it, go ahead though, let's have fun with it. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
I was about to say, if you don't make me, I'm going to do it anyway. Because I imagine her landing on her face. I rolled a natural 20, but I would much rather her land on her face and just like face planted at the base of the tower. But I am going to brag that I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, I would say you land in a clump, and the last thing Lupin, you can hear it. You hear this weird like owl like whoo, 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 that melts into this humanoid laugh, just this full out laugh as Vesta is again in her form, and just kind of laughing to herself. But in front of you,
Is she on all? Like, is she on the ground? Like laying
yeah,
on the ground?
I'd say you're able to stand up. You're
Okay.
able to stand up. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Absorb my dignity.
Guys, we are going to have a break here at the end of this round, so probably 5-10 more minutes and we will go on break. Felista, she's already going as fast as she can. She's with the normies over here. She does have Long Strider going, so that's good. So we're going to have her go her full movement, I think. Let's see where that gets her. Let me move the map because I want people to see what's going on down here.
Nothing wrong with being normal.
Have you tried not being normal?
Where did that go? Okay. All right, so she's going to get right up to this. She doesn't have any better options, though. So she's going to get up there, and that's her. Man, she is slow. All right. Little guy.
She is slow as he speaks in my movement.
Yeah, it's the same. It seems like it's the same.
Yep, it's the same. Slow.
All right, this little guy's moving as fast as he can, too.
He's faster.
He is faster
Him
than
and his little
Callista,
gnome
for
legs
sure.
are faster.
Let's
at
see
him
what
go.
he's going to do when he gets there, though. What else does he have? Let's. Ooh, I like this. So he doesn't dash. He uses his action to cast a spell, launching sticky web at the base of this ranger, or this female right here. 20-foot cube. I'm just gonna. Ooh, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna move this square. Can I do that? Yes, I can, maybe. No, I'm gonna make a new square. New square of web, white. To say against the house. So basically, it sprays this web at the rope, at this person to the side of him, and the house. They get a save. Oh, she might not make it. She might not make it. Oh, 17. DC. She does. So she, as the web comes out, she takes her cloak and spins it in front of her, and in the same motion, kind of takes off the cloak and throws it to the side. All of the webbing that would have hit her attached to this cloak, and now there's like this 5 foot by 5 foot like shadow of webbing on the side of the structure next to her. That is all he can do. Shay. So you saw, Shay, you've seen these two figures kind of square up, and you saw one of them launch web at the other.
Yes, so I see down the road this literal now tangled web of the web and the ropes and this mess, but I've also seen like a handful of people go off the road, over these buildings, using the roof. So I'm gonna actually roll a d20, and if I'm a 1 to 10, I'm gonna go down the road, and if I get an 11 to 20, I'm gonna try and go over the trees.
Okay.
And through. Because I can't decide. I'm like, Shay is like, it was an 11. So we're going towards the trees.
Okay.
So
it's really beyond the trees. It's the challenge. Yeah.
Okay. You said like a 6 foot tall thing of crates. So I'm gonna try. Shay's gonna try and climb over them and get in between and over those buildings.
Sure. Give me an acrobatics or athletics, and that's just going to determine how much movement it takes to get over these obstacles.
Not her special. Not bad, not bad. That is a 17.
17 does it. Just because it's a little awkward, I'm going to say it takes 10 feet off your movement.
Okay. So.
But you make it over. You're kind of at the top right now. You're able to kind of do your movement as like a jump down and continue.
Okay. So using dash, she'll only have 50 feet then, not 60, which is not a whole lot. But she'll go, and she's going to go ahead and just go right through here. and end up there, which here I think it was.
Sure.
That was
Just out of curiosity, like you're running in a direction that you saw the tower, so you're just choosing a direction that you think the tower is.
well, and also just seeing like all of the other contestants, the other racers, the other people like head that direction. And like I said, she made a choice there, and she flipped a coin, and she's gonna head this direction and see what happens. And before, let me just. Okay, so then she sees this fox. I can't say your name either, Envy. I don't know Envy's name, but like now she sees Envy ahead of her, and she's hoping she made the right choice, and that's her turn.
Yeah, I'll say that you see, like the marks. There would be structures between the two of you probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just didn't build out that part of the map.
Oh,
but you're following like footsteps, and you are following a trail. I'll
Okay.
say that you're able to catch glimpses of him as you are following behind him.
All right.
Theo, Birdman. Ooh, come on, I didn't mean for that. It's okay. He is going to continue
Birdman.
his flying. Let's see how well he does at his launches. He does great. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Let's see if he makes this jump with his glide. Yes, sir. Jumps across. Again, each kind of time he jumps across buildings, he spreads his wings wide, and it definitely gives him some good glide. And he will end up at the north part of this structure. So Calliope, as you kind of pull up, as you're catching your breath just for a second, knowing you've got to give it another burst here at any moment, you see the crane figure land. You look up and you see him kind of running across the roof to this building to your side. This poor half-orc. He's also needs to make a decision. He's not going to roll a d20, but he's going to roll. He's going to try to follow you, Chelsea.
Okay.
Where is he? Yep, he runs pretty fast too. But he's going to roll his acrobatics check to make it over the crates.
Pain.
Yes, athletics, he's fine. But it does take some distance off, so that's another 10. So this is 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. So as you're making your way through these thin structures, he doesn't try to hit you. You definitely feel a little nudge as he runs past you.
What's his speed? He got way ahead of me.
He's taking huge strides, and you can see that his muscles are just tense and knotted
Damn.
as he is just bounding. He's just bounding with each stride. All right, guys, before we go to the top of the round, we are going to go ahead and take our break. So 10 minutes, we will be back. And I think I'm going to try something new. As we come in from the break, I'm going to play our trailer video again, just to get new people in here, a view of our introduction video, and then we'll come back to playing. Awesome, guys. Thanks for being here, and we will be... it helps if I'm ready. Also, exclamation critical for the giveaway. We will draw it at the end of the break. Awesome, guys. We will be back. Thank you.
Solon, a world caught just outside the blessed fields of Elysium. Home to the migrated Gardenals, celestial animalkin searching for adventure. The Sun Guard are the protectors of this realm, standing against the forces of evil that seek to disrupt a lasting peace. It has been over 100 years since Bel's dark invasion faltered at Boiler Bay. In the north, Pelor's warming glow bestows prosperity to the nations of light. But in the south, a new story unfolds.
Welcome back. We are still in initiative as this chase is continuing down the streets of Gorespire Keep, all to make it to Shar Tower for one of the finalist positions for this job application. Yeah, that's what it is. Hey,
An interview process.
it's exclusive. Pass the meeple. You have won our giveaway, our first giveaway of the night. After the show or now, whenever, I'm not going to check it till after. Find me, Colin FFRPG, in our Discord. Message me, and I will get your information, and we'll get those dice sent out to you. So thank you very much. You can now enter exclamation point critical for the second giveaway of the night. Envy, it's you.
Oh, it's me. So Envy will like look over his shoulder and see if the orc is still here.
Because there's structures here, you don't see them, but you hear them. Like you hear his kind of grunts and kind of goading, "I'm coming!" echo and bounce off of some of these structures here.
I feel like that's like
Here's
Man.
Orky.
Are the jellyfish
So-
giant?
I'm gonna keep running through these abandoned, rundown part of town. Get like, I don't know, like there. And then however far I can see out, I will
can't-
try.
So over the wall, you kind of see that you're at the edge of the wall here, and you can see the road through here, and you kind of see parts of the gate peering through some of these structures.
Okay. I will Misty Step over here then.
How many times can you do that?
As long as I still got second level spell slots. There we go.
All right, you are now towards this entrance of Gorespire Keep, making your way through these ragged tents. Some, as you pass by, you catch glimpses of people inside, some of them overcrowded, but you keep making your way. Anything else?
That should be it.
Okay. Calliope.
Calliope. Okay, Calliope looks off into the distance and wants to know if she can estimate how tall that this right here is. Oh. Oop. The gate or this wall.
The wall? The wall is
Yeah.
about 30 feet tall. It's a big wall.
Okay. So she's going to run in the same direction that she saw the Lupin go.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't know Lupin's name. Okay, let me see here. And so 30 to get here. It's dashing. And then
Keep wanting to sing like dashing through the
Just
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
and then so she's gonna run to right here. I was gonna earlier it was make my way downtown.
Make my
It's like
way.
making my way.
It's been a
Getting
while.
pulled down. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
So, Envy, as you're running along, you kind of pass this tent, and you see a form charging at you as you pass it, and you look to see the lionkin female running just on 2 feet, I believe, and but coming on this intersection quickly. And sure enough, you go past, and then you hear the sound of sliding feet as she rounds the corner. And you stop for a second trying to get an idea, but she doesn't stop. And she keeps going as you're trying to take in exactly where you to go next. She seems to be bounding ahead of you. All right, my man, my dude. He's going to keep bounding. This is actually a hard jump, though. So he already kind of sized it up. He sees what's in front of him. Here, let me move this down so you guys can see. Cool. And he's going to attempt this large jump with his... Oh, no. Okay.
Is this the Githyanki?
This is the Githyanki.
He's like the pretty boy from the top of the
He
city
is.
walls, like at the beginning. Like, I am the warrior.
That's not going to do it. Now he needs a dex saving throw. Ooh, which isn't good either. All right. Oh, but
No
I forgot
one's
about the
there to
jump.
see
Never
it.
mind. Never mind. I forgot about the jump. So you see the energy that it's been enhancing these jumps launch him into the air. And you see, though, this time, whereas each jump has been, 2 legs out, Jordan symbol, like, across the gap. This one, he feels himself shifting. You see the legs start to kick. It's kind of this very kicking, like he's trying to ride himself in the air. And he's trying to get that good landing spot. And he lands with a hard thud on this roof of what seems to be like a long market table.
Mhm.
But it still has this structure, this nice roof structure with tiled shingles. And he lands... Oh, no, sorry, not here. This is a fabric. This is a fabric that covers this
I was gonna
market
say,
with
yeah, it
large
looks like-
beams. And he falls. He gets tripped up in the fabric, rolls through, and it's going to take him a second to get standing up. That's going to use a bit of his movement. He still is going to manage to run. Let's give him another roll here. But that
I
wasn't
imagined
great.
like when Neo was trying to learn to fly in the first Matrix.
What? I don't remember him.
He went
fall-
with it with like the confidence, and then he
Yep.
just.
Whoop, oh, shit! He does manage to make one final leap off this large beam here onto this structure, but that's all his movement after having to stand
Okay.
up. Lupin, you see Vesta now
Okay.
fully transformed back, and you have a clear path to the door. The door's not here, but you see where the pathway leads up. That's where the door to the tower is.
Okay, so I would probably run up to here, and I would ask, are you okay?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, it's this way. So then I go the way that I know the entrance is, I guess.
Mhm.
Where is that?
It's just right here where the road ends at the test. So you make it to the door. The door is open, and for now, I'm going to leave the description until a little bit later. But you have made it to the tower.
Okay.
All right. This little person here is going to try to make it through the ropes directly in front of them, but they are slipping off the side of the road here. Oh, come on. I'm going to lose a dice really bad here soon. That's pretty good. So sure enough, she kind of gets down and sees that the biggest space, they didn't do a good job covering the lowest level, so like the bottom 3 feet. So she gets down and kind of spider crawls her way, having to move in different angles here and there, but she makes it over here, cuts through this way. However, I will say at this point, let's say some of these people have now come over to block this route. And you see them standing side by side, kind of clustered up with shields, and you like anyone, no one's really watching, but the crowd can be, oh, yeah, you guys can see it, I think, let me check. You hear this sigh of just frustration as these four are like, yeah, we got you. Thought you could get by us, eh? We'll see what happens there next. But Vesta, you watch this woven creature run up and into the tower.
I'm gonna follow him into the tower.
Perfect. You have also made it to the tower. We will describe what happens in a bit. Felista seeing what was happening, seeing that she missed the web. Ooh, is she going to do something back? This seems pretty petty. But maybe she is petty. We're going to find out.
What is her alignment?
We'll describe it like 6 turns later when Shay arrives.
Fair.
One
Fair.
eternity later.
All right.
Oh,
So she takes her time working her way through these ropes. Oh my gosh.
I'm so happy.
All right. So she starts crawling through the ropes. She looks back smiling like, "You almost got..." And she looks down and she didn't. She was moving a rope just instinctually just to squeeze through that was covered in webbing. And now she's moved 5 feet in. She struggles for a second and gets herself more lodged into this webbing. And she is effectively grappled by webbing. The other one just lets out a wicked laugh. Let's see if he makes it through. He's not going to go near his webbing, sure enough. He does make it through. Let's see if he makes it through the second one. He does make it through the second one and gets a little bit of movement. One more. You see, he doesn't quite make it through the second set. He's working his way through this, third set of ropes here. Shay.
Okay. All right. So all I see is some buildings that aren't on the map but are there, and this half orc that got a little bit ahead of me. So Shay's going to move, have her speed, well, let's say 20 feet, a little bit ahead of him. And then she's going to look back and cast, before she casts it, she's going to, from her mind to his mind, just quickly, this is not a spell, it's a feature that she has because of who she is.
Okay.
And she's just gonna say, better to be friends than foes, because she remembers when he tried to hit her. And she's gonna cast blindness, 2nd level, on him. I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 23.
Oh, of course, because he's a half orc, right? Well, she says it doesn't work.
So, as you cast, you meld the end of this spell into your words, and as you're casting it, there's darkness dripping off your tongue as you say, better to be friends than foes. And you see he's still Bane. He's got this darkness kind of shrouding. Right. Oh, he's Bane. That's not. Is that saving throws?
I think it's. Yeah. I think it's
23
anything.
though isn't going to get. 23 is not going to.
Well, yeah, mine's a 16. It's still not going to win. Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, it's saving throws as well.
You see, like the spell. You think the spell takes initiative. You see this darkness that's through the veins and everything. You see it seeping into the eyes. You see the eyes starting to glass over. But then you see this half-orc frame, strong and muscle, grip and flex. And the muscles, the veins, as they get bigger, the darkness kind of recedes for a second, and it comes out of the eyes, not taken by the blind.
And she, with that, is gonna finish her movement of 10 more feet. Because she used her action to cast spells, so she can't dash. So that was just, she's just gonna keep going. Oh shit!
Cool. Birdman. He's not going to do anything crazy. He's going to glide to the ground and just do his whole... You know what? He's going to use a key point and run super far.
He's a monk.
10, 20...
I thought the orc might have been a monk. He was short.
Monks, man.
40, 50, 60, 70, 80... Blip, 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 blue. Now, making his way out of the gate, I mean, he's got to. The way he's running, he's got his wings out like a Naruto run behind him, offering some kind of strange aerodynamics. But in his little thin twig feet are just pumping on the ground. There is dust just kicking up as this bird is quick stepping it along here. The half orc. The half orc lets out a scream as you see his eyes, not the black you expected, but this red bloodshot eyes now staring at you, not looking anywhere else, staring right at you.
I'm seeing it like over my shoulders. I'm trying to run away.
He charges you.
For flames. For flames in my...
Bane!
Is he gonna attack me?
Yes, he's charging you. What's
Well,
your
I'm
AC
going to-
again?
I'm gonna make a reaction.
Okay.
I'm going to take a reaction and silvery barbs.
Okay.
And so he's gonna need to. This is a new spell, so he must re-roll the d20.
Do you want to
And
wait
he's
until
below
know if
roll.
you hit? You should wait until
It
you
just
know.
it says one reaction when a creature you see within 60 feet yourself succeeds on attack roll. Oh, so I gotta make sure he succeeds.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack.
What's your
Sorry.
AC? Oh,
16.
16. So it would have been meets it, beats it, but the Bane took it down to a 12 with a max 4 for reduction.
So
he
she
misses.
like sees it and she's not sure if she needs to react, but it looks like something happened.
Yeah, so you see it and you're wondering if you need to use this ability, if you need to try to make him miss, but you notice as he's running, there is a broom on the ground from one of the structures next to it, and you are just certain that he doesn't see it. You just know he doesn't see it. And sure enough, as he tries to barrel his shoulder into you, he hits the broom. You dodge out just enough that he flies into this just like kind of worn down building behind you. He goes straight through the wall.
And I just,
Just
scream
classic.
out, "Whoopsies!" As I
Whoopsie!
keep going.
Perfect. And that's, he takes his time to stand up, but that's going to be his whole turn. But he is pissed.
Oh, he's right next to me.
Envy.
Oh, it's me. Now, oh, the DM disappeared.
He reappeared. Look at that.
Yeah.
Magic.
Would I also know that this wall looks about 30 feet-ish? Like, would I be able to misty
Yeah.
step if I got close? Okay.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, you do think that you could Missy step just to the top. You know, yeah.
Okay. So I'm
That
gonna
was
use
until
20
you-
feet to get like there,
Uh-huh.
and then like misty step to the top of the thing. So I have 10 feet left.
Mhm.
But I know I have to get off of this roof. And for my action and my last 10 feet, I'm gonna jump off.
Wait. Before you do that,
Oh,
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
oh gosh! Okay.
I rolled a dice to see, because there are guards posted along this wall, just behind these, like they're kind of they will patrol, and you might be close to one of them sitting in a chair.
Oh wait, I have a luck from chat. Okay. Marie roll.
Oh, good call. Thank you for reminding us. Thank you, Nordic, for the inspo.
21.
21. As you misty step, you kind of aim it. You're like, this is right at the edge. You aim it to end right on the top of this raised part that is for cover, like on the wall. You know, there's the raised edges that you can get behind for cover if you're shooting arrows or something down. And as the spell completes, you planned it for your momentum to carry you down into the space off of this ledge. And sure enough, there is a chair there with a guard sitting there. But your reaction, your quick dexterity allows you to angle that foot off to the side, and you give a little hop. You just kind of hop down, just landing about 3 feet next to him. He goes, "Holy shit! What the hell?" Anything else? You said you had more, and you're fine to do more.
Yep. I am going to, because this is dumb, I'm going to jump off the side of the the 30 feet thing. But
Yeah.
knowing I'm probably going to take some fall damage, I am going to hold my action to immediately cast Cure Wounds. Once I eat shit.
Misty Step is bonus. Yeah, wow. That action economy. Okay. So, you steel yourself. Yeah, it's going to hurt. You steel yourself as you make the step off. You start casting the spell, and you will have to make the concentration check.
Yeah, to see if I can
Yep.
hold on to the bane.
If you can, well, no, but also you start this, I'm going to say, like, you start the spell as you're going down, and because you wanted to hold your action to cast the spell, well, do it for Bane, and if it's really bad, we'll see.
Okay. That's a con save.
Yeah.
Ah, it's a nat 1!
Wah,
Oh, wah, wah. I mean, I helped you once, Shay. That's fine, right?
I didn't know it was you.
You would have been able to finish the spell if you hadn't had severely sprained your ankle on the landing. So you were holding that last syllable. You knew it was going to hurt. You figured you could do it, but the sharp pain just wrecks you, and that last syllable comes out with a yelp, and the spell fizzles away. And you take oh my god, bad rolls. 3 points of bludgeoning damage from your fall.
Ooh,
That's lucky. That was low roll.
Yes.
Thank you, Skull, for initiative for your raid. Welcome in. People are making decisions. The decisions are being made.
not all good.
race.
They're
Race.
better than 50-50, I'd say. I would say you don't have the rest of your movement this turn.
Okay.
Yeah. You.
I am going to, since I cast the spell and I did it like the hold action thingy,
Mhm.
I'm just going to use that spell slot that I was going to use for first level, and then eat that non-cure wounds.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Calliope. So you saw all of this too. You saw Envy poof up and disappear. But that's actually probably all you saw.
Okay. I am going to then, and I might need some sort of check for this. I want to run. I want to run up to here. Can you see where I'm pointing?
Yep.
And then I want to try to jump over.
Yes. Go ahead and give me. So looking at this side of the wall isn't designed to keep people from doing maneuvers like this. The other side, for sure, you would guess that it would be difficult for this maneuver. But the back side, the more functional side, does have supports here and there. So it's not the most impossible maneuver, but it's still 30 feet.
Okay.
So it would be the acrobatics, athletics type of check.
All right, and I will go for athletics. Por favor. Oh. That would be a whole 9.
9. All right.
Yeah.
You run for it, and you get that first leap, the first rebound off of one wall. The second one is a little further than you thought. You aren't able to get as much power off of the second rebound off one of the support structures to go back towards the tower. And the back towards the tower is the final jump to get you up on the wall. Because you didn't get as much up on the side, you miss one of your placeholders and have to just forcefully use your foot against the side. And it makes it to where the next jump isn't as good as you thought. And you land with your arms around this raised thing, and unfortunately it would take you the rest of your movement to pull yourself up and over right here.
Okay, can you where
You'd
right
be-
where do I?
You'd be right here on the top. I mean, actually, I would say it's only 5 feet to go down if you were looking to go down.
Mhm. Yes, I am.
Okay, I would let you fall and go ahead and roll a, this would be a dexterity saving throw. for the landing.
Which I have advantage because I'm raging.
There you go.
Ooh, okay, 15.
I will ask though, do you have to take damage or do damage to maintain a rage?
Oh, I have to. You're right. I have to. I have 1 minute, but if I don't hit anyone, yes, I lose my rage. Okay, well, I rolled a 15, so.
Okay. You do land, but you feel your joints squunch up. You're gonna take a little bit of damage, but you do land on your feet. So you reduce your damage a good bit to 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Was this your first turn? If this is a turn after the rage, taking that damage would maintain your rage. And I would say, like,
Oh, yeah.
some people also, I don't know how people do it. I'm okay with the idea that you can, like, bite your lip or do something to maintain that rage, to take like 1 damage here and there if you want to.
I feel like purposefully jumping off a wall and taking damage would
Fuel a rage. Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's agreeable.
And how many bludgeoning damage?
2, which now you're raging, so it's reduced to 1.
Perfect. So, alrighty.
Alrighty. The Githyanki, who's now on the single-story structure, he is going to do jump off of here, run along the ground. He sees we'll say he saw some crazy people doing the jump. He's not going to do it. He's fine running, so he's just going to move his movement along the wall. He sees Theo there. That's how far he makes it. Lupin, you are in the tower. We're going to come down here for some of these NPCs that seem to be hung up in the business down here. This one up front sees the people, is going to... No one sees this, but is going to say, oh, shit. And
None of us see it. Plenty of people see it, just not us, right?
she's going to try to, like, slip her way through as they have these makeshift shields out in front. They're trying to block the path, and she's going to see if she can maneuver. It's not quite. It's more of a gesture. Yep. And she gets pushed back. She decides to run the other way, not getting as much movement because she tried an attack. She just gets over here. For the question, this is a weekly game, Wednesday nights. We have other games on Friday afternoon and Tuesday nights as well. Welcome, everyone. Vesta, you are in the tower. Fallista is webbed up. Fallista's trying to get out of the web. Fallista does manage to break the web. Seeing everything that's going on, she is going to attempt to climb onto the roof. She's done with this. Yeah. So she's able to get up on the roof. Oh, there's webbing all up there too. No, she doesn't climb the roof. She tries to make it through the ropes. It takes some of her distance. Hey, come on. But what is she going to do? There's webbing all over. Not on this one. So this one, she's going to try to maneuver her way up to the roof. She has to make another check. Golly. So you see, anyone that sees, none of you are there. But it's still fun to do. She makes it through the rope. She makes it on top of the crates, but when she gets to the roof, she pulls up, and as she pulls herself up, you hear a clank, and she pulls away. This gutter must have had some weak point or something, and it didn't support her weight, and so she, for now, is holding out right there. Snickers, he makes his way through. He's going to keep going this direction. Let's see if he makes his way there. Yeah. You see that enhanced speed? Gets him around the corner and looking at this crowd still left here in the street. So that'll be his next turn. Shay. Sorry, I will move the map right now.
Okay. All right, so Shay just attempted to try and blind the half-orc.
Yep.
Failed miserably.
Yep.
He tried to hit her. He failed. Fell over a broom. She just is, like, gonna try and run away from him. But before she does, she's gonna cast... She's gonna move her, flick of her wrist, say a little something under her breath, and I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Say a little prayer for you. Wisdom is not great. This is the one. That is an 8 total.
Woo!
What happens
So-
to my boy?
He fell over that broom as he was just so furious with anger at her. But he just finds it so disconcertingly hilarious.
Uh-huh.
And he falls prone with Tasha's hideous laughter, and he just can't contain himself. And he's just in stitches over, falling, face planting into the ground after falling over that broom. And she's gonna run away and use, let's get my little, she's gonna go this way 15 feet or 30. Oh wait, I can only go 30 feet because I'm not dashing. Okay, so she'll just go whoop. I think that was 30 feet.
As you run away, you hear, freaking broom! As he starts cracking up. Oh,
And he's hoping that'll hold him back for a little while, and that's her turn.
a little while. All right, we go to Birdman. Attorney at law. Not really. I'm waiting to see. Birdman has made it through the open gate. He is going to use another key point. Can he make it?
How many have passed the
Can
gate?
he make it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Birdman, Naruto run,
Five.
wings behind, little stick feet kicking up dust, just zooms across this lane here and into the awaiting door.
Okay, serious question though. Were we just supposed to get into the tower?
There's more, but for now, we're gonna do that story next. We're kind of
Okay,
Getting-
okay.
yeah.
So I'll hold off on setting people on fire as they get close to me.
yeah. I'm gonna. There's gonna be a little bit of jump in the action here. I'll explain it when we get there.
First on my list.
So that now it is the half orc. Does the half orc get to make a save at the end of his turn?
That's a great question. Let me check. At the end of his turn, yes, he gets to take. The end of his turn, each time it takes damage, the target can make another Wisdom saving throw. It has advantage if it's triggered by damage. I can't see it.
That's a natural
20?
20. Yep.
Ooh, okay, so
But
on
end of the
success,
turn.
spell ends.
Yep.
Okay.
He knows that he has been influenced, and he's still very mad. He's back to being extreme. You can hear the.
Yeah, he had a bad attitude before. I was just trying to lighten up his mood.
All right, Envy, can you make it?
So did I see the Birdman run past like crazy free game?
Yes, you do for sure.
Okay.
Naruto run.
Um,
His wings.
I'm actually gonna like look around, and then I'll like run 5, 10, 15, 20, like over here, and I'll look back, and now I'll try cure wounds on myself to heal,
Okay.
but I'm gonna twin it. And
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
and I'm gonna distance spell it. So I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points. So one of them's gonna go to me, and then I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna cure wounds extend off onto the lioness back because I heard her fall, and it sounded like
Ah.
I don't know if she didn't take a lot of damage, but I feel like this is what I would do. So I'm gonna do that, and at first level, do you want me to roll it twice? Or it doesn't really matter. I got a +5 to the thing, but do you want me to just
Just roll it
it's
once.
10
now.
for the first one? Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, we both heal for 10.
Cool. What does it look like? This expansion of a spell that's normally touch based, where you gather this radiant energy and you pass it along to a person through touch. How does it look this way?
So I imagine normally the energy that Envy uses for cure wounds is like green, but when he does that like twin extension, it like shifts it and it's like more of a golden radiant color as it hits off onto another creature. So this like glowing, soothing hits onto the lion, Leonin character, and then.
Calliope, you feel this burst of radiant energy. This feels familiar to you. And as the energy passes through your body and covers your wounds, and you feel your ankle that got a little twisted in that landing, you feel it there at the spot. And you've been healed before. Usually that's the end of it, but this time the energy kind of diverts again, and you feel it building in the middle of your torso. You feel it. You've felt this before. You are currently kind of holding it back. Anything else, Envy?
I moved and then I healed. I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you for the raid, Misty Mountain Streaming. Welcome in. We are getting close to the climax of a race going on here. With Envy done, Calliope, we are on you now.
All right. So Calliope, feeling this radiation of good juju, is going to take her right hand to her heart and then put her left hand up and go, and then she's going to take off running again.
Yeah, go ahead and do your movement. Are you trying to do anything to keep your rage going?
I am going to say that my rage went away when I just got healed.
Okay. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Solid.
And I'm going to run, I'm going to dash up to the tower.
Yep, you make it in as well. All right, this is going to kind of pick up speed here. Reichel is going to keep with his movement 20 or 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. He is making his way to the tower. You can see Envy. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. 16.
This Githyanki, when you saw him before, very confident, very arrogant, very showy. As he is running to catch up to several people that have made it to the tower already, with you in front of him looking back, this face has changed. All serious. All no more flashy, no more smile. He is panting, and he's struggling a little bit. And that's his turn. Lupin, you're in the tower. Let's see. Oh man, she's gonna have to just go way around.
I almost feel bad for her.
Feel bad for Shay. Can we feel bad for Shay?
A is way closer than her.
But
She
but
also
who
knows
is she?
best.
Okay.
Well, now she's ahead of you,
Now
so I
she's
take it
ahead
back.
of
I
you.
don't feel bad.
Okay.
Again, this small form, you just see kind of dashing through these structures, moving magically enhanced. You are pretty certain, or maybe it's hard to tell. You're guessing magically enhanced.
Yeah.
Just the feet are pumping and going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Vesta.
little cloaked person.
Yep. Felista is also here. She's having trouble too. She hasn't made it up on the roof. Does she do it finally? Not with that roll. Oh, what is she gonna do? She attempts to climb. She doesn't. She slides back down again. She doesn't know those people are there. Man, this is a mistake, but she don't know. She's gonna try to go through the ropes. She makes it through the ropes just fine. They all make it through the ropes just fine. And she makes it right about here to go face to face with these people that are just waiting for anyone to come by to make their day suck more. Snickers is in a whole new situation over here.
Snickers?
He starts. He sees the opening. Let's see. What is he gonna do? Really?
Like that
Really?
kind of sticker?
Yeah, there's a couple. Which one?
You know what? He's gonna try again. Sorry for you that heard that. I just need to see the text. 20-foot cube. He's going for another web. He's gonna run by and cast as all these guys. They've been waiting, so they weren't. Not all of them. They have a little delayed reaction time, so they've just been waiting for anyone. They thought this was going to be a lot of people turning the corner and a lot of fun, but here comes this one little figure, and as they move to intercept, he shoots another sticky web out, covering all of them. I'm going to just do some rolls here just to see that one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. All right. Anyone that can watch sees near pretty much all but one of these, but further away, not really in the in the direct line of the web, not as much of a threat to this figure. All of these get covered in web, stuck to the ground, rolled up. Some of them topple over, just stuck more to themselves. The cat in the middle, though, you see, like, does a shake, just a quick, like, flutter shake, and the webbing just fluffs off his fur.
I don't think the map, the viewers can see
Yes, you're right. I'm
where
sorry.
you're talking about.
Yes,
Just,
yes, thank you. There.
We have a big map right now.
I do have a
There's
big
everybody on the race in multiple places.
I'm very curious about this cat.
Yeah. I'm
Ashley's
curious
like,
by
person,
avoiding it.
person. Huh?
Shay.
All right, Shay.
he
So
does
Shay's
move a
on the
little
other side of the map. She just ran away from the half orc and sees this gnome pop out of nowhere. And she doesn't know how many people are ahead of her, and she's just going to use her full action to dash. Her measly 60 feet. Can I just go straight across, or do you want me to go, like... I can go right there?
Try to dodge to the buildings that are on the map.
Okay.
I know I
Okay.
didn't get them all on the map, but we'll at least pretend some of them are there. I am interested to know what you're going to do when you make it to
Yeah,
this
I'm
wall.
like,
She
she has a
wall
whole
selfie.
like secret thing that she has.
What?
How are you getting over the wall?
I'm going for the tree. I see a tree.
Okay.
And so I'm headed for the tree. That's my goal. That's her goal. Is she's heading for the tree. And if she didn't have this damn tent in the way, she could have been right next to it. But she'll have to get up like right here. I think this is the closest.
Just
she
go
can
through the, be like one of those movies where you just like
Oh,
run
yeah.
through the tent.
Yeah, just run through the tent.
All right. Is that
I'm
your
gonna
turn?
do it. I don't know where she got that idea. She's gonna try and go through the tent. What does she have to roll?
You wouldn't have to roll anything, but you would have to take some distance off your...
Oh,
Your
okay.
final
Well, she'll
thing.
go around the tent then.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's her full turn. She's just trying to get to that tree, and she's gonna try and go for the wall.
Cool. Theo is in the tower. Orc, half orc. What is he now? He's got multiple things, right? He is baned, but he's no longer laughing. Never mind, he's no longer laughing.
Is he still baned?
He's still...
I didn't know
No,
that he
sorry, he's
lost
not baned either.
concentration.
You're right.
Not Bane.
Yeah.
Yep, he is
Yeah.
free fallen? Free ball.
Free
I can't
to
take those off.
Do as
So,
you please.
yeah, how long? He can run. Let's see how he can run. He's going to run. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Where did you go?
I'm to the
Oh,
right
you're
a
over
little
there? Yeah, he didn't choose the right path, and as he kind of makes his way, he makes eye contact with you, and you can see he's frustrated. Like, damn it! Get over here!
bit. Friend over foes. Say it again.
Envy, you're up.
He's gonna look to the Give Yankee guy and be like, "You can do it," and then like run to the. Let me make sure before. Yeah. Run to tower.
We have another audience member.
Oh, disappear! Wow.
I know he's like he's magical. He was like a glimmer.
Tie-dye is actually pretty good camouflage. All right, you are in the tower. Calliope.
Woo!
Where's Calliope? Calliope's in the tower too. Oh, that's silly. Ryshal has joined
I would
the
hope
tower.
that there's like a crowd of people near the tower, like cheering on the people that got there.
No,
Just, like, a
stuff
small
is
group.
happening in the tower. I am just separating it out though. I want
Yeah.
to get through this order, and then we'll jump a little bit when we get into the tower.
It's
But
Shay now. Shay's just
Pretty
holding
much.
everyone
Shay's
back
face. Yeah,
from
Shay against the
net.
world. Lupin's in there. Lisso, however, is still here. Can she? No. Yep, still going. Still going. So 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. She's not trying to make it up no wall. She's going for the gate. Vesta's in the tower. Felista, oh, poor. Does she have anything? She has something. She's going to do something. Yep.
She has resolve.
You know, maybe she just like gave up.
She's going to run as she draws this crowd of people behind her, and she's going to look back and she's going to cast Spike Growth onto the ground that has these 4 figures stopped as they see the lines and the vines and the thorns form up in the area. And she says, "Thanks, I still have to run around." Snickers is going to keep running. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, come on. I have the map zoomed out a lot too, so every time I go for an icon, it makes it very difficult. Can he do anything else? Probably not. So he should be at 35. Yep. And 45. Yep. Okay. Nope. He's good. Shay, we're back at you.
All right. So Shay's almost to the wall. Would it be, through her perception, more advantageous for her to try and scale the wall or scale the tree to get to the wall to try and get over?
Unfortunately, you weren't in view to see other people try. The tree is far enough from the wall that you'd have to be kind of lucky to find a branch to give you a good, it probably would be easier just to try the wall.
Just to try the wall. So how do you want me to do my movement as far as just get to the wall or get to the top of the wall? How do you want me to do this?
Get to the base of the wall and then we'll do our roll.
Okay, so that's 10 feet to the base of the wall. And then she would scale the wall, which is another 10 feet, or is that 15 feet?
It would be 30 feet of climbing.
Okay.
And the roll will see to be how much, because that would be your movement, I would assume.
So that would have to be a dash then for her to get to the wall and then try and scale the wall.
Okay.
She only has 30 feet of movement.
Right.
So what would you like me to roll? Acrobatics?
Yep.
Okay. Come on, dice. You're the last one, Shay. I mean, technically, you're not the last one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What is it? I don't have a.
It's a fuck me.
Oh.
It says fuck me.
All right, you make.
It's a natural one.
Yep. You get that first foot planted, and as soon as you plant it, and you're like, "I've got you," you close your eyes, like, "I've got this." And that foot that you had planted, that you were like your confidence builder, slips a couple inches. And you think, "Oh man." But you got to try it, and so you reach for the first handhold. You start scaling handhold, support. You get a rhythm, handhold, and you see that last one at the top.
Like the ledge,
the
top?
ledge. It's gonna take more, and you do a couple tries. You do one of those reaches. Not quite there. You try again. You know that if you're going to make this, it is going to be a pull and release and grab. And you go for it, and you're not quite there. I need a dexterity saving throw now.
I'm thinking, is there anything else I can do? And I don't think so. Because I use a dash, so I don't have any other action.
Yep.
Okay.
Did you have an inspiration to burn, or have you burned that yet?
No. No inspiration.
Yeah,
No.
You could inspire, but...
It says as a bonus action other than yourself.
Oh, okay. There's different bard subclasses that I think you
Yeah,
can
I
do
don't
yourself,
have. I can't inspire myself.
Well, if
But I could use as a bonus action.
Oh, you have inspiration from...
Right.
Yeah.
That we didn't use because.
Oh, not from... But last time or for
but
today?
I let him tell me I already failed. So I could add it to this roll. So let's see.
Yeah, you could add to this roll.
Thank you, Nordic Greek, for my inspiration.
That's right. Inspiration is 2.
Okay, well, I rolled a 16. I'm actually gonna save my inspo roll
Okay.
because this is a 16 plus 6.
22.
That's a 22.
You.
I want to use another dice. I'm gonna go. It's a D6, right?
It's a D6.
I'm gonna roll it.
Okay.
It's a +4, so that's a
26. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna say, yeah. Thank you, Nordic Greek.
You still miss the ledge, and you are
Okay.
falling backwards. And instinctually, you fan your arms out wide, and you manage to grab. There's 2 supports that you were flanking. You were using them to as your. These were the ones that your legs were kind of like pushed against, holding you for that. That's what you pushed off against for that last jump. You knew they were there. You reached your arms out and managed to catch one in one, one in the other. So you were about 8 feet down from the ledge, horizontal, with your feet against the wall, and your arms holding
Like
you up.
spread eagle, just like
spread eagle, just.
This is not my level of expertise. This is how did I get here? Like I am a bard.
I will say
what am
that
I doing on this
you
ledge?
can use the rest of your movement to just get yourself up out of this spread eagle formation where you're back on your legs on these supports again.
Okay, if I calculated correctly, I think I only have about 10 feet of movement left.
Sure, but that's you use the rest of it to pretty much
Okay, to get on
get
top.
ready to get yourself ready, like in position for the next attempt. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Birdman's inside. Killjoy saw you do this. I know I'm giving away all these names, but I made the names.
Is that half orc? Is Killjoy?
It's Killjoy. Yep. Killjoy.
I love it. I actually love it. I like love hate him so much.
He ain't gonna mess with that, and he's just gonna book it. So he's going regular run style. 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. He doesn't have anything else really. And his rage is his rage is gonna go away. Envy is inside, Calliope's inside, Raichu's inside. So we're back to Lisso. She's here, side by side with Killjoy. This is the first time these two have met.
Oh, it's so close.
It is pretty close. Okay. Damn, come back. Baby, come back. She's running. I mean, she's just on the floor. Why won't you give me the character sheet? Thank you. 30, 30, 60, 90. 10. That's not 10. 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. She's around in the bed. Vest is inside. Ballista, gee, she has to run. Holy cow. What is she again?
Oh my god, am I gonna make it?
That is the question, huh? 30, 40, 10, 20, 30,
He's gotta get over this
40.
wall.
She's running. She's running. Snickers is running.
Doors and walls.
He is 70 total. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So these two diminutive figures have now kind of merged side by side as they round this corner and are making a break for it for the tower. Okay. Shay, you're up again.
Right. She's got all kinds of thoughts racing through her head, but she can't afford to do anything but use her full action to try and dash again. So she's gonna try and use all she can to get to the top.
Okay.
And then get over the over.
You spent a luck point to Shay. Was that one that she already used?
I did inspiration. I had an inspiration. I used it.
Okay. You still have a luck, I guess?
I never got a luck. Oh, I got one just now. Thank you, Bacchus.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
you so much. Okay, so I do have a luck. What would you like me to roll?
So this is another acrobatics or athletics check. He
Okay.
said just sent it, so that's you. Cool.
And I'm like hanging off on the inside of the wall right now. I haven't gotten to the top, correct?
Correct. You still are. You're about.
Okay.
You're about 10 feet down. 8 feet down. Yep.
Okay. And so, ooh, a luck would be a re-roll, yeah?
Luck would be a reroll. Yep.
We're gonna re-roll.
Oh,
the
look at
8.
that instant
We're gonna
usage.
re-roll my 8.
Instant. Yeah. Go ahead.
inspiration. Bardic inspiration.
Critical Role has door
Natural
problems.
funny.
There you
Natural
go.
But
I thought it was a 1 for a second.
we really thought
It says
Chelsea-
fuck you, so that's a 20.
All right, you're at the top.
I'm at the top.
What are you gonna do now? You
Uh,
jumping down?
How much?
It's a long
yeah,
way.
I just wanna get down. I just wanna get on the other side.
Okay, so here's my question: are you gonna jump to the ground, or are you gonna try to use the slanted wall of the barricade maybe to like? I should have asked this before, but everyone else was saying jumping down. I just feel bad for you, I guess. How are
No,
you
I'm
getting
just
down? Are
jumping
you
down.
You're
I'm
jumping.
just jumping
Okay.
down.
Give
Yeah,
me
I'm like,
that
adrenaline's
dexterity
rushing
save.
Through me, I gotta get to the tower. I see
Yep.
people already there. I hear something. People have made it. I don't know how many. I gotta get there.
So go ahead and give me that dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Not terrible. 17.
17. You guys, from whoever's watching, this green-skinned form.
Oh, by the way, Colin, they can't see on the map.
Oh, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Such a big map. Y'all are all up here anyway. I should have had it up here. The form quickly crests the top, and just with as the head bobs down over the ledge that offers defense for guard upon the top of this wall, quickly again reappears as she jumps off the side. She lands, just like everyone else, with way more pain than you expected. That wasn't the best idea, and you do
Okay.
take a little bit of damage.
Okay. Give it to me.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh, no. Actually, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
And you as you land, you do the roll to soak up some of the damage. But what anyone would see is like the feet land, you quickly curl under to get that roll, but the contour of the ground, you didn't expect it really. And as you roll into your shoulder, you hear a pop as your shoulder is ripped out of socket for a second.
Okay.
And as you roll and flap, your arm kind of goes limp for a minute, and then it slaps into the ground as you're still rolling the momentum of this fall off. And when it slaps in the ground, you hear another pop as the muscles kind of guide it back into its sockets.
Ooh.
But that shock of pain is still there.
You would think that she's like singing for a minute, the way that she's like, oh. So that was a dash, but I know I was hanging off 8 feet to get to the top with my natural 20. So how many feet did I get distance-wise after I land and am in all this pain? How far would you say I got? On
I'd
the
say
ground?
you've used 25 feet of movement.
25.
Feet of your movement because you were falling. I mean, I don't really count
okay.
falling as running. It's kind of,
So
yeah.
So I get 25 feet on the ground, or I have 35
You've
feet?
used 25 of whatever. If your dash is 70,
Okay.
you've used 25 of
No, my dash is only 60.
it. So you've used 25 of it.
Okay.
Established.
Thank you. And that is her
It reminds
turn.
me every turn I am slow. Thank you.
She's just gonna go. Oh, she's
so
close. She's so close. She can taste it.
So close.
So close.
Oh boy.
She's like
All right.
clutching her shoulder,
She's so
just
close,
like
she's
leaning
gonna watch.
against the tree, like.
She's
Panting.
gonna watch the other people pass her.
Okay. Killjoy is running. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80.
I don't know if you want to move the map, Colin.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think that might even get everything, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, we're all kind of closer.
So then we get to Liso. Can she make it? She is. I think she can make it. Yes, she makes it inside. Fallista.
That just sucked to watch
Uh-oh.
everybody.
I'm not going to
making
move the map because Fallista's struggling.
It might just be 10. As long as I'm 1 out of 10.
All right, Snickers can also move quite a bit, but not as much as the other one. So that's going to be 35, 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Snickers is not quite there.
Oh no!
hit a weird shift in the plane there.
The
a little,
Matrix.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
All right, Shay, you can make it there. Is that what you choose to do with the dash? You can make it inside the door.
And that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna
Okay.
dash straight for the door, clutching her shoulder in pain.
I was gonna say, watch Shay decide that it's not worth it and go home. That's
And
great,
she's
guys.
not
Yeah.
last. She's not last, and that's like all she needs is a little ego boost. Like, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys a quick description as you guys came in. So everyone but Shay has gone through what she is about to experience. As you make it through this door, you see the first level of this tower. About 60 to 70 feet in diameter, so radius about 30 feet, circular tower. There's lavish purple and black rugs and tapestries around the interior. There's a single window placed, or several small square windows placed along the border and also increasing up the stairway. There's tables and chairs. Why don't I go ahead and bring you guys over here? Let me make sure. Oh, I can actually zoom in this time, which is nice. All right. You see staggered members of the Sisters of Shar in cloaks of purple and black with long pugilist sticks. Long sticks with bulb ends with some kind of leather and filled with some kind of stuffing. And they are making a barrier between the door and the stairway. So, Shay, as you come in, so you are right. Why can't I see you? You're right there. As you have entered, you see Lisso, who was in front of you, right? Snickers is still out there. He didn't make it in, but Lisso was in front of you. And you see Lisso currently trying to sneak past with someone in front of her. I'm going to put her there. There's a member of the Sisters of Shar in front of her with her pugil sticks, and she is butting Lisso away, this gnomish, or this small figure, the elfish figure, dark cloaks, bow at the back, pushing him away, stopping them from getting through. So you know that the other small form, gnomish form, was just behind you. And we're going to keep going in order here. Everyone else has gone through this process and made it up the stairs. But we're going to see how this goes for Shay. So go ahead. As you walk in the door, immediately you are met by one of these figures. How do you want to try to get past?
I'm gonna do something crazy. Before I actually popped my head, saw,
Uh-huh.
I'd like to actually back out of the opening, out of sight.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and I am going to disguise myself as Ulsur Hagdish. Lord Ulsur.
Ulcer and
Is that
Havish, the
Havish.
leader of the Gith Yankee.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and assume his form.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. This will be a little
Okay.
retroactive just to see how much of the detail you really took in your kind of limited time.
Of him?
Uh-huh.
Because he gave a speech, right?
He did give
I
a
don't know how
speech,
long
yeah,
he spoke,
yeah.
but-
I mean, it was long enough. You got a good view of him.
Okay. Hold on, let me just... I know we're getting to the end here, but I just
There was a
wanna-
change in the music. My players couldn't hear it because I haven't figured that out yet, but there's a little bit of change in music.
Okay. Perception? Okay. Okay. 8.
No.
Well, cause yeah. But you know, she's really good at assuming other people. She really is.
And plus, you don't know how well these guys know them. You never know. You never know.
I mean, cause I have some things up my sleeve that allow me to become somebody else, and I did hear him do a speech. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay. So what is your? Do you still with your turn? What is your next move? So that's your
I
action.
gotta commit. I already said
Yep,
it.
you
I've
did.
gotta commit to my choice.
Mhm.
I have tried to. I'm going to try and pretend I'm him as I enter
Mhm.
and speak to the first one and go. We have a situation, or you need to let me through.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that lovely deception check.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, and I have advantage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna need it. Okay. That is a 27.
Did you roll a natural 20?
No, I rolled a 15. I have a plus 11 to deception.
They rolled a natural 20. But
Okay.
your 27 is pretty high.
My 27 is pretty high. That's on. Yeah, I rolled 27. I don't know how you want to do this.
Yeah, so the figure says, not really giving way quite yet, says, oh, what's the situation? And then we're going to wait till your next turn,
Okay,
unfortunately.
sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds fair.
so we'll quickly go through here to Lisso. Lisso's going to see if she can break through the one she's challenging. Contested roll. Nope, not yet. So you look over as you take in the scene. This figure, this elf figure, is struggling to get past this. However, at this point, behind you, this gnome walks in and looks at the form in front of you and goes, "It's an illusion. It's not him." And
How would
before,
you know that? How would
because
you
he
know
saw
that?
you, he was right outside as you cast the spell.
That's true. That's true.
He's gonna try to sneak by this person, kind of still distracted by in front, and sure enough, he squeezes by, but is met by the one behind. It's your turn.
My turn still. Who do you believe? Are you gonna believe this stranger or me? I need to get through. And I'm gonna just start walking through like I own the place. Just confident. And go heading for the staircase. And
Give
yeah,
me
go ahead.
another deception check.
That was a nat 19 and I get advantage. So 19 plus 11. That's a 30.
He lets you by, but it's because he turns back and is talking to this figure on the back of the stair. This the figure in the back of the stairs has a pugilist stick, but her outfit is a little bit more elegant. Instead of being more of a simple robe with the purple outlining, she's got some filigree type patterns across the chest of it, and she
Okay.
has a hairpiece that is several feathers, but there is one single feather of beautiful neon purple plumage sticking out of this headpiece on top of it.
Pretty. So she's standing out. She's special.
She's a little special, and this figure in front of you turns and says, boss, what am I supposed to do here? But you are able to walk by, so go ahead. What do you do? Do you kind of maneuver around these? Where do you go from here?
I would just take the, the fastest route to the stairs, just walking, and I would
Okay.
be, I'm not running.
Yeah, go ahead and move
I
your
just-
movement that you can move.
Okay, thank you.
You aren't stopped.
So it's like 5 feet. Here. 5, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, right there.
As you end right there, this female figure to your right, in basic clothing, it didn't really stand out until you got close to her. She's large, very muscular, very fit. She has a shaved head with a purple thin line mohawk that runs down to kind of like a rat tail braid. She has tattoos kind of around her ears that go down the back of her neck. And as you kind of step up close, she gives you a smile and says, "Wanted a close-up spot of the show, eh?" All right. Killjoy shows up and lets out a scream, immediately getting the attention of pretty much the entire room. But it took all of his movement to get there. So now we are back to Lizzo. Come on, Lizzo. I should have called her Lizzo.
Yeah, I mean it sounds like that. So I'm.
All right, you watch as this time she lets out a sigh and anger, like a frustration noise, as she lunges to the side. And as the figure in front goes to block, she twirls around and gets by this figure in front of her. This figure quickly reaches out with the pugilist stick, and she does a little sliding across the stone beneath and slides under, and is now met by this male figure who comes and takes a swing at her as she's getting, like, he kind of predicted where she was going, and he swings his stick on the ground in front, and she pulls up short right in front of him. Felista, poor girl, is nowhere close. She still has a few rounds. Snickers.
Did everybody else get to the next set of the tower?
It seems like everyone else has made it up the tower. Yep. Snickers. He might try one more thing. You hear him speaking a language that sounds quite harsh. Anyone who speaks Draconic would know it to be Draconic. As he casts a spell and he holds up his hand and he goes for the pugilist stick, and this fighter, he's trying to block him. He puts the stick out in front, and this small gnomish figure reaches out, and electricity bolts from his hand and goes through the stick, reaching out as he casts Shocking Grasp to this person. Let me take a look. That is gonna hit and do. Ooh, you watch as this person in front, that is in front of him, drops the stick and is basically seizing up and falls like straight over onto the ground, shaking from the Shocking Grasp. He is going to go his movement, and he's now face up with the girl that was talking to you, turns and faces towards him and grins and squares up next to him. All right, Shay.
All right. As Shay's walking past the one that just talked to her, she sees the one on the landing with that special neon plumage, and just very subtly, with the flick of her wrist at her side, is gonna cast the cantrip Friends towards the one at the base of the stairs.
Okay.
And attempt to pass her and walk up the stairs and just do a little nod of like.
Does Friends have a save?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it might not.
It allows me to have advantage on charisma checks directed at that creature. If they aren't hostile towards me.
Is it a? Can you look at the components? What are the components?
It's somatic, which is why I did the little, and then it says material, somatic and material.
Perfect. She doesn't. It does like you don't see an immediate change in her face as the spell connects, but she already had a pretty relaxed demeanor, and her weapon is down in front of her, and she is smiling at you and says, "You should have told her you were going to be here." And
she says that to me?
Mm-hmm.
The one at the base of the stairs?
Uh-huh.
Things just came up. It's out of my control. And I keep heading up.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Is that my? And so I can just move.
You can just move. All right. We are going to go out of combat for this next section. Let me place you guys. Give me 1 second. You guys can talk. I don't know what you want to talk about, but you guys can talk.
I just wanted to say, because MZ Dusty gifted it, Colin, we have 1 inspo to whomever you choose.
That's true.
I
Choice.
I feel like Shay, you need it. You've been through the ringer. You really, for someone without speed, you really put up a good show.
I'm running out of everything I've got.
All right.
Thank you. It was
All right.
inspiration. Okay.
Yeah. All right. The top floor, Shay. As you crest to the 2nd floor, this is open air. The walls of the tower, some portions, do go further up, but there's a lot of open air here. Let me get the map straightened for you
Would
guys.
I be like at the base of the stairs, like there?
Yes, you would. Thank you.
Cool. Because I was like right at the top step on the other layer, so I'm just.
All right, I think everyone can see that now.
Thank you to whoever gave the inspo.
You slowly make your way to the top of the stairs, looking around and seeing the figures, the people that were in the race with you that have made it to this point, kind of out in a circle. You also see in the middle of a circle 3 figures in black and purple robes, covered. You do see all 3 of them do have hair coming out of the cloaks, of the hooded cloaks. 2 of them, one of them has blonde hair with frosted purple tips. The other one has a purple braid that goes further past down to their torso. And the final one has black hair with more of blue tips. There's still some purple, but it's a little bit more, just a little different kind of hue of purple, more bluish. Behind you, you kind of wait a second as you see that everyone's being kind of quiet. You sit for a second as a moment passes. Killjoy and Snickers and Lisso all join you at the top here. At this moment, there is a shadow. Oh, did you want to say something? Did anyone want to do anything right at this
I
moment?
was just counting how many characters were there.
2, 5, 6. Yep.
10 of us made it to the tower. All right.
There's a large shadow as you look up. Even though it's cloudy, there's going to be a little bit of a shadow. And you look up, it's not like blinding sun because there's a lot of shade, but you see this dark form from that platform that's hovering above, about 120 feet above this level. Looking up from here, you can see a large neon purple rune underneath of that platform, actively glowing, and it seems to be, you can almost hear the humming of energy as this platform slowly twists. And there are chains. There are 3 chains from this top platform that lead down and are anchored into the wall in 3 points of this part. This form is a large avian form. It slowly comes down off of the tower, gliding on largely expanded wings. It comes down and lands not quite in the middle of the ring, but kind of flies over Lisso's head and lands. And what you see is this, it's a lot to take in. It's large, it's bird-like, vulture-ish, hunched shoulders leading up to more of a humanoid face. Purple makeup, purple eyeliner. The beak has some kind of purple makeup on it. The skin around the arms, where there's loose feathers, not thick covering of feathers, but loose feathers. The skin is wrinkly and dry, but the skin on the face is smooth and kind of luminous. She has purple feather plumage from the tip of her forehead that goes all the way down the back of her neck and spreads out to the back of her shoulders. And she is wearing these kind of sashes that form these black outlined by neon design. And she says in this language, Congratulations! You've made it this far. But there is one more challenge. And she kind of has this like fade off that's like a coughing, hacking. The three mages in the center start casting simultaneously. You look down, and on the floor, runes start to glow from the center outwards. The sound, you hear that whoo sound as the air around you changes. And you feel your feet start to lose connection off the ground. She says, 7 of you will make it to the top. Good luck. And that's where we're going to leave it off for tonight.
Oh, nice.
Exclamation point critical for the second giveaway of the evening. Give you a chance to put it in there, and we will do that drawing very soon. Thank you, guys. You guys made it. Shay, I don't know what you're worried about. You made it there with minimal buffer time.
That was.
That was intense.
I'm glad we all made it.
We didn't make it yet.
That's true.
We made it so far.
Is there anything you guys would like to say before we end out tonight? I'm gonna turn
Just-
some music off.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for all the raids. Anybody
Awesome.
that's still here from the
Yeah.
raids,
Thank you,
stay
Raids.
tuned. We have lots of good shows on the channel. This is Heroes of Salon on Wednesday nights.
Ricky B.
We just
signing off.
started, so tune back in.
This was like essentially the first real big session for us. So.
All right, guys, here it comes. Nightbot, you are not eligible. I'm sorry. It went out there, huh? Xenobite, you have won the second dice giveaway. Find me, Colin, FFRPG, on our Discord. The link is in the information for our channel. Once we connect, I will get you your information to get those dice sent out to you. Guys, we will be back here Wednesday next week for another exciting installment. Don't forget to miss Duke City Chronicles on Friday. And
Don't forget to miss.
Sorry, wow, that was a weird slip. Don't forget to catch, don't miss, make sure you catch Duke City Chronicles Friday afternoon, Crypt Creatures on Tuesday night. Thank you guys very much. We are going to do a raid, so if you want to see more D&D action, stick around, and we will send you somewhere fun. But otherwise, have a good rest of your night, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.